Hello, this is a storyline reading for celebrity Michael Jackson. I did one on Michael earlier, I think, in the year, or on my Halo to Row channel to prove that Michael was innocent of any of those charges that was put out against him as far as molesting children and things like that. I didn't see anything in my storyline that said Michael did anything like that. Okay? So this storyline as far as Michael is because I really love Michael Jackson. My family did. Used to hear Michael Jackson almost every day on videos and stuff like that. I hear Michael sometimes in here, but not as much as it used to be. It was like all the time. Michael is, I hear a legend. Michael is a beast as far as the music. Get what I'm saying? His talents, a beast. You know what a beast like? Wild, right? Okay, so this reading is about Michael, but this reading is called The 3 Shades of Michael. You heard what I said, right? The 3 Shades of Michael, right? So you're going to hear me go 3 ways because I'm going to start off first with love, right? And love would be from a child, whatever you see in the storyline, you hear me say, from a child up into the wounded Michael. And the wounded Michael, as far as the videos that I've looked at, the wounded Michael started with the videos Billie Jean, and the one called Bad with Wesley Snipes in it, Billie Jean, and I don't know if it's one called Dangerous. Because the one called I wanna rock with you all night. That one right there, he wasn't wounded yet. He wasn't wounded yet with I wanna rock with you. And why I'm saying he wasn't wounded yet, because he still had his regular skin tone and his nose was the same. Get what I'm saying? He still was the same Michael. But then with the one called Dangerous, if not Dangerous, I had to go and look with Dangerous. So maybe I need to push that to the side until I go look and see exactly how his face looked. But the one Bad with Wesley Snipes during that time, and Thriller, those times right there, that was the wounded Michael. Get what I just said, right? So, remember the time, all of them was the wounded Michael. Because the nose changed and the skin color changed. And then we have the last Michael. And the last Michael was the Michael who was trying to heal himself. Okay? And I feel he did heal himself, the last Michael. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Because he was trying to help the world. It always been in him, but he was focused on the music. Right? But then he went back to trying to help the world. Right? Because that's what he was anyway. Right? A person like that. But in the middle it got clouded where he was made to not love himself and think he was good enough, or whatever it might have been, by all the people he's surrounded by. Later on, the older he got, he got to see that he was good enough. After all that he done to himself to change himself up. And he wanted to actually do his God's mission, and that is reach out to the world, help the world, donate to the world, sing out to the world in healing songs, and with his money, whatever he did, and with his love. So when Michael said out to the people that he loved you, he loved you. When Michael said, I say it with love, he said it with love. Get what he was saying. Because people say things in love. Is all on how you take it. Okay? So we're going to start off with the first Michael, and that is Michael from a childhood when he started to sing with the Jackson 5, right? Up until he was at least, before he started singing on his own. So he was singing with his brothers, maybe up to 20, 21, or whatever age he was, I don't know, 20, 21, or anything like that. So that is the first Michael, okay? The happy Michael, get what I'm saying? The happy Michael, the original Michael, get what I'm saying to you? The happy original Michael, where he wasn't tainted, nobody coming making him feel bad. He was feeling good about himself. He was being happy about his singing and everything else. He was feeling good inside and out. I hear that song, I feel good all over. He was feeling good all over, get what I'm saying? All over. Okay, so this is the first Michael, and that would be love, okay? Because he had love for the self. So at the end, with the last Michael, where he was trying to heal and healing himself and things like that and helping the world heal, he had to come back to loving himself, okay? So let's just go with the love first for the happy Michael, the original Michael. Get what I said? The original Michael. Look at this. Look at this first card. Circumstances caused Michael from framing it for a lifetime. So with Michael, I'm going to say living, because some kind of drug was being administered to him, so that caused his death. It wasn't natural causes. It was a drug put in his system that caused his death. So circumstances stopped him and caused him to not live, his life out to where God wanted his life to go. Get what I'm saying? So it stopped his humanitarian efforts, his talking out to the world, his love to the world and everything, because he was stopped. Get what I just said? Circumstances. You know what this says, right? So since I saw this first, and we on his first shade, circumstances stopped him from being happy like he used to be, because he is happy at first. Let's put this up here. So let me just get some cards. So we have right here that he felt he struck a touchdown once he decided to step out on his own, right? Away from his brothers, right? I am free. You don't say I am free, but let me say it. Okay? Let's just go. He wanted to deviate from a deal, and that is being with his brothers and step out on his own. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, let's just go. Okay, we got right here this one jumping out. Steps up was made for a floor plan. That means for him to step up and be on his own, right? Because he felt like he did just enough as far as his brothers in that group. And he's going to aim high to be able to sing on his own, because he wanted to sing on his own. He might have felt guilty some kind of way, but he felt like to his brothers and his family, I love you, right? But he wanted to step out on his own, make some steps up, deviate from the Jackson 5, and make some steps. He felt like he struck a touchdown, okay? Circumstances stopped him from framing for a lifetime being a group with his brothers, because he wanted to step out. Okay, let's just go. Let me see if I can take some. So in this storyline, the X would be his brothers, right? The Jackson 5. He had to drop his X, and that would be the Jackson 5 after a while, because he was getting older or whatever, or he was a certain age by then, 20, 21, or whatever he might have been, 22. And he wanted to step out on his own, and there's nothing wrong with that. So he had to answer his burdens, because really they was a burden. If you want to step out and somebody trying to hold you like a chain, it's like it's a burden. So his soul was crying out for a conclusion to break loose and do things on his own. Get what I'm saying? So he is living a soul forever life, but he is equipped for the best. So a soul forever life would be comfort. Being with the Jackson 5, being with his brothers, that was like comfort, right? Safe, protection. He wanted to step out there. Step out there. Don't be afraid to step out there. Get from out of the seat of protection and jump out there. See what he can do on his own. He might have got some somber pain about this, and that's a sure thing. When he was trying to make the step, right? This is the first Michael. Okay? This is a parent card, though. Parents shouldn't walk away. So some kind of way, one of his parents, one of them, some kind of way he might have had a problem with deep down, because it's a parent card. Or this could be for his children, but this is the first Michael, though, so I don't even think he had children then, but I can throw the children in, but the children shouldn't go in this right here because this is the first Michael. So I'm going to stick with his own parents. Parents shouldn't walk away as far as like turn their back on, not have faith in them or whatever, anything like that. Some kind of way his parents, one of his parents or both of them, some kind of way in his childhood, some kind of way they wasn't there for him. Some kind of way it's like they walked away, a blind eye to something or whatever it may be. Will I ever know who born me? Will he ever know his parents deep down inside? I don't mean knowing that the person is your parent, but deep down, the kind of parent that you had, that he had. Let's just go. Okay, we have that somebody was banking on him, and it could have been his parents back then before he got a certain age, or the group, his family was banking on him, where he needed to check his credit. Because God wanted Michael, here it is, to speak to the millions. And he did. God's words, follow me? So before he left here, those last songs he was singing, different songs he was singing that you're familiar with, he was speaking God's words. Black and white, they don't really care about us. Remember the time. Make this world a better place. Save the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Get what I'm saying? You know whatever songs it was Michael was singing to try to heal this world, right? Michael was an earth angel. At that time, his parents might have been trying to get him to stick with being with the Jackson 5, and he wanted to make a break. Communicating about it, one of his parents, both of them, or whoever, whichever one. Will you fight for this love? In this storyline, I guess it would be his parents. I'm going to put it with his parents, or one of them, or both of them, was trying to was going to communicate with him, for him to fight for the love of the family, stay hooked to the Jackson 5 when he wanted to break free. So opportunity struck. And he's going to get ready to step out. You see that second card where he feel he struck a touchdown, right? To deviate from a conquest deal, to make steps up and aim high and drop his burdens. That would be the group after he was an adult. And they was up there, right? Where the family blamed him, right? Michael, tell your story. Tick-tock, time was going by. And time has gone by, right? And he was thinking about being able to make the kind of music he wanted to make, I guess, whatever kind it was. Or time went by and people just remember and think about his kindness, anything like that. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Let's just see. I'm going to take some calls on. Okay, this one jumping out. some kind of way he was coupled up with Satan, whoever God calling Satan. Right? Satan would be somebody who is controlled by the devil or got something negative going on with whoever the person is. It's one person though, whoever it is, right? But he just wanted peace, right? Now this is the first Michael, because it's the 3 shades of Michael. This is the first Michael, the happy Michael, the Michael from when he started singing at 9 or whatever age he was, right? From then up until at least 20 or 21, whenever he started to break off from his family. This is that Michael, okay? Because whoever this Satan is, this person, wanting him to be available. Be already available, Michael. Are you available? Yeah, I'm sure. Get what I just said. Because Michael wanted to face a situation. And he wanted to speak and talk, sing. Right? So we got this card. I'm game. I'm in. Just wait. So we have Michael being coupled off with Satan. So opportunity struck because time was going by. Family blaming him. So he coupled off with Satan. Somebody asking him, are you available, Michael? Because Michael wanted to talk, free yourself, talk, face a situation. And then right here, he said he was game and he was in. Right, as far as making a step, making a move to get away from his family. He had to take heed, though, to what was called to be seen and heard by him because he wasn't exempt. So he needed to take heed, and that would be contracts, I guess, or whatever it was God talking about. He needed to be mindful because we have some man that know he must respect Michael who wasn't. So it could be a parent or whoever this person God calling Satan. So we have the phone. During that time, it wasn't any cell phones, but it was some kind of activity as far as the phone. That means somebody was calling Michael or some kind of voicemail. So Michael get along with all races. I moved the card too fast. Oh shoot. Oh no, strike that. That's not it. That's the outside card, glancing at the moon card. Let's just see. He is in his feelings, and he was gonna. Wait a minute. Strike that. Yeah. At nighttime, some kind of way, he was going to be doing all the things he had to do. I'm going to call it rehearsal. He's in his feelings to make happen what he wanted to make happen. Because we got right here, he wanted to go forward and go ahead and go forward and begin his life. Because he wanted to focus on his journey. Okay, let's just say. So we had an X out card. So it was a witness why witnessed him get X'd out. So let me just take this another way because we still on the happy Michael. The first shade of Michael. Follow me? From when he started singing to at least 21, 22, 20, or whenever he broke away from his family group. When he went against his family prayer and did the break off. Because opportunity struck and he broke it off. Right here, he broke it off. Okay? To stand on his own. So, but he got coupled off with Satan. And they call the music business Satan, right? I mean, really? Or this could be one of the parents that's negative, or somebody not doing you right, devil energy, or it's the music business, but somebody in the music business, one main person. So we have right here that there's a fence watching somebody X them out. So we're going to put right here with the Xing out is he wanted to focus on his journey. So we can say he X'd out his family by breaking off and standing out on his own, and it was a witness to see that he broke it off with his family, the group, but this should be against him. So somebody witnessed some kind of way him getting X'd out. So I'm going to say, because this is a trafficking card also, so maybe him go into the music business. I can put it like that. Like, he gone for good. So he broke off from the group, and it's like he gone for good into the music business, because right now, but we got right here that different people didn't realize that Michael existed for a bigger reason than what you thought. Because he is an earth angel, God says, I'm ready to be guided to my path. So he is ready to be guided. Wait a minute. Wait. What is this? These love cards. Wait. I had to stop for a minute because they love cards. Let me see something. Be with me for a minute. That shouldn't be in there. Not with love cards. Let me see. Why is it taking me to Rick James? I love you, but I bet you didn't know that ebony eyes. Okay, let's just flow. So Michael might have been telling his family, I love you. Okay, let's just see. That shouldn't be in there. That is a path card, and path cards, no. Sorry, this don't go there. It's a path card. Path card's supposed to be over here when you're healing yourself. I don't know. I made a mistake right there. Wait a minute. Is this another path card? Path cards don't go in here. Let me see. Bear with me. I gotta look for a minute. Because these are love cards. Path cards is not the love cards. Let me see. Bear with me. I have to look for a minute, because this is the beginning when you have to learn to love yourself. So path cards don't usually be in there, but they in here. Shoot, I don't remember. Oh my goodness, they up in here though. They in here. I thought they go here and never sold. They in here. Okay. Now I gotta try to figure out, is this what? Yeah, let me take it back out. Now put it back. Dang. I thought it goes with those cards, but I don't know. Because these are, I don't, I must, they in here. Let me not take nothing away that Michael's supposed to get, okay? So let's just say, God said that Michael needed to beware. Beware of what? The poker faces, because he is stepping out to do things on his own, away from his family, to be all the way independent, right? Break away. I'm hearing that the song the lady sing. He is going to steal away. Steal away. He is going to steal away. He's going to steal away. Get away. Get what I'm saying, right? Because he's going to put the brakes on it with his family members, right? But God was saying to Michael also, put the brakes on things. Because what? He was not exempt. Get what God said up here? He had to take heed to what was being said to him and seen by him and heard by him. Get what I just said? Because somebody was looking at Michael. Is you my good fortune, Michael? Because Michael wasn't looking at it as he was trying to make money. Michael just loved singing, I feel. But it was this Satan, this person over here. He was coupled off with Satan, whoever this person is, was looking at. Is Michael his good fortune? But Michael had to pay attention to details and flaws in a contract, in a person or whatever back then. But he didn't, because he was young. I hear fresh off the boat, but he was with his family, so all of them was together, right? In whatever cars or whatever they traveled in. So he was fresh off of it. Get what I'm saying? Jumping over here with whoever this is, Satan. Young fish. It's like you go fishing, you throw your toss it out there, the hook. You might want a nice big fish, right? but what come back to you? But a fish little as my card or smaller, you might don't want that. But then in the music business, they want that. They want somebody they can control, dictate to, manipulate, and everything else. And Michael was a young fish. Get what I just said? He just jumping out from his family. He didn't know a bunch of anything because he just jumping out on his own. Get my drift? But he need to look at the details and flaws. Look around the corners in people's minds, actions, and anything like that. Okay, universe. This is the happy Michael. See, he was still happy with this one here. Because remember the age range I told you. Whoa. Okay. Anything else as far as the young Michael? Okay, here we got this card jumped out at me. This is a what? I don't know. I got a feeling these shouldn't be over here. These are love cards. I still say these don't go over here. I don't know. I must have made a mistake and was rushing. Because these are love cards. I still feel this is wrong. You hit me, I'm back with that because these are my love cards. Wait a minute, love cards. Wait a minute. And I bet you didn't know that ebony eyes. I'm hearing that song. Okay, yeah. See, they go over here. Okay, they go over here. I'm going to still give it to Michael, but I got to make sure I put him back where they belong because they mixed up some kind of way. I don't know why, but they are. Let me just let me fix it for a minute while I'm looking at it so I can put my cards right because I will ruin a storyline not having the cards right, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I messed up my paper sometimes. The wheels are supposed to be right. Bear with me. Right now, baby, and I bet you didn't know that ebony eyes. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So at the beginning, Michael fell in love with Miss Diana Ross. Maybe she was paying attention to him some kind of way, so he kind of fell in love some kind of way. Okay, you hear me singing that song, right? Yeah, but that might have been, yeah. So we have right here that the family wanted it to be like it was before the group was murdered. And the group was murdered as far as Michael changing up and going out on his own. So he changed it up. A death came to it. Get what I'm saying? That goes over there. Like I said, I don't know why it's in here, but anyway. But anyway, let me just stop talking about that. I will be all day keep talking about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me think for a minute. Bear with me. Bear with me for a minute. Okay. But I keep saying what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Guess what? You probably said this lady talking in the video. But guess what? All of these are the same cards. I just put them in 3 different containers. That's why I keep saying, why is these over here? That's because I took some out and put over here. Okay. Because you see them, I keep on saying, why is these over here? I am so sorry. All of them are the same. So I can pull from here and pull from here because they're all the same. Okay, thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness. But really these the wrong cards, right? Because they're supposed to be love. So that went pretty good for Michael, but that wasn't my love cards. Where are the love cards? That's what we're giving Michael love, right? But that went good. Okay, let's just see. Stay with me. Okay, these okay. Okay, I guess God wanted that part out. Okay, but that's not the love cards. That's the healing of the soul cards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, let's just see something. Bear with me for a minute. Oh shoot. I'm messing up all kind of ways. Please forgive me. I forgot. I mixed all the cards up. That's why I'm saying, what is going on? My love. I put the love, healing of the soul, and abuse cards all mixed together. That's why you hear me saying, well, why is this coming out? That's because I put them all together. Okay, Lord, I got you. I got you, Lord. I got you. So I got the right cards down because the love card's coming out and the healing of the soul card's coming out. I got you, Lord. Boy, tell me, what is going on? I'm not going to start the video over. Okay, let's just see. Thank you, Lord. Okay, I just saw the hermit card. So Michael didn't want to be the hermit. Yeah, I made it go down, but Michael didn't want to be the hermit. So at the beginning back then, okay, one more. So at the beginning back then, what Michael and his family, at the beginning, some kind of way, Jermaine was going to be the lead, but it didn't happen like that. It was all over with Michael was being the lead. But Michael didn't want to be the hermit as far as, I guess, the group shining, because he was going to be like a hermit even though he was lead singing. I guess he wanted to just kind of get out there. So he filled out some kind of paperwork, right? Contract or whatever. He got happy. Get what I just said, right? He is dealing with something seasonal at a time, dealing with compartments. Maybe the times he could do his music or whatever it might be. I don't know, or go on the shows or whatever. Because it says right here that Michael is a blessing, but they don't even like him. So some kind of way, somebody didn't like him, whoever it might have been. Or if we can change it around to his family, they loved him. But we can say that they didn't like the idea of him taking a step out on his own because he killed the group. Well, he didn't kill the group because Randy stepped in. He kind of changed the group up. You get what I'm saying. Okay. Universe wanted him to fill his spirit with a clear vision. So here we got a racial card, black and white. This a racial card, racist card. So some kind of way he started to feel in a certain kind of way. Because maybe he was made to think that being black wasn't classy, right? So I guess this is when he get ready to start up or something with this card. This is a racial card. Right? Because he is ready for love, right? Ready for love as far as some kind of romance he might have met, or just the music business, right? Or he wasn't showed love because somebody was picking on him some kind of way. So this would be probably when he started out or whenever it happened. So it seems like we get ready to go into the second shade of Michael. Follow me? Somebody was laser focused. So some fussing by a park, or not a park, by some kind of greenery. Him and somebody. So we have somebody was being on a ledge, treating them like trash, not treating them right. Any deterrent that caused them a dysfunction in the AM. God said he needed to get away from it though. You know what I mean? Because it was harvest time for Michael. Follow me? So we have, it was a male that was unhealthy that Michael was connected to in his life. Producer, father, somebody who relevant, whoever it was. Okay, so we got number 4, number 19. Let's go. So he was dealing with somebody who was in their timid state, who was in their emotions, the rough rider, manager, father, or somebody. Producer or somebody. Somebody wanted a candy-coated enjoyment. That is time. No. No, this is a romance card. If I change it to Michael, I'm going to say Michael wanted whoever this person is to care about Michael. Follow me? But this is a romantic. This romance. But if I make it Michael, Michael wanted whoever this person that was in the person's emotions, in the person's timid state, treating them a certain kind of way, fussing over here, whoever this person is, he wanted this person to care about him. Get what I just said? But if it's the person to Michael, the person wanted romance. Get what I just said, right? So it was programming. So this is the music business, because that's what he is hooked to. People don't own the earth. The music business feel like they owned the earth, owned him. They controlled everything. Follow me? Whoever this is thought Michael had pretty eyes. We must talk, and told Michael, we must talk. Get what I just said? So I feel like this getting ready to go into the second shade of Michael. Get what I just said, right? Because this feels like the second shade. He learning more on his own right here. I feel like he didn't let the group go right there. That's the last card for the group. So we going into right now him filling out a contract or whatever he filled out. Here we got fill again. God tell him fill the spirit. And here it is, the programming of Michael being told what to do, what it's going to be, what it ain't, or whatever. What all you heard me say. So this is the second shade of Michael. From this card to contract card on down. So let's just see. Whoa. Okay, let's see the second shade of Michael. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I got mixed up. Because I forgot just that fast that I got them all mixed together. So I got love, because I told you it's gonna be love, healing. And the healing supposed to have been with the second shade of Michael. So some kind of way I gotta cut this and go to healing cards, but I got to see what card will make it where I can do the cut. Because this is the second shade. This is the beginning of the second shade. So we got to do a card to make it where I can put the break in so I can bring in healing cards. Okay, let's flow. Michael. Okay, here we go. Michael, he's a Virgo son. Look at him. He's a Virgo, right? Whoever could have been of Libra, but don't have to be. Okay? Whoever he had a problem with, a rough rider, manager, his manager, his father. It's some male, whoever it is, who is in control. So we have right here that he wanted balance with whoever this person is, right? Or the person could have been like an air sign or act like an air sign. You've heard what I said, right? But Michael was a Virgo, and I knew that he need to be mindful dealing with this person, Michael. Because God says for Michael, he is going to get some kind of message on whatever day, right? Whatever Thursday. That life was about him experiencing life. Not wasting a bunch of time with this person or just wasting his life. So maybe when he decided to break off from his family and he decided to do this contract, he felt like he was wasting somewhat because he wanted to indulge in doing his own thing. Get what I'm saying? So he needed to break at least from his family because that was waste for him. Felt after a while he is wasting his time because he wanted to do what he wanted to do. Because it is his time, he do what he want to do with his time because it's his. He not obligated to nobody. Nobody is, right? Unless you have kids and you're obligated to your kids until they get 18. So, right here, life is about experience, not about wasting of his time that God give him, right? It also stands for killing, but we dealing with the second shade of Michael, so I don't want to say nothing about killing because we got really two killing cards right here, but I don't want to talk about that because we deal with the second shade of Michael. Okay, let's just put on. So we have right here that whose blank is this? Something somewhere it had no business being. As far as this manager and I'm saying manager, I don't know why I say manager. Well, whoever this person is, a manager, a producer, his father, it gotta be somebody he's listening to. Whoever this person is, something somewhere that had no business being, even if it was the person, right? Because he's dealing with a biller. The social club would be the studio, maybe, because that's all I can think of. The studio, if not the studio, someplace he performed. We got number 15, number 51. Somebody could have been 51. Don't have to be 61. Don't have to be that either. These are just numbers. Okay. Something could have happened when he was 15, when he was 16. Okay. So we have right here, he had to learn all the lessons needed, Michael, to be able to express his spirituality to this world because he's being controlled by others. Maybe somebody act like a water sign, if not a Cancer, right? So we have, I can't be ashamed of what is true. He is wondering who he was. See, this is the middle Michael I'm telling you about, where he start doing, he is getting ready to do whatever to his skin, to his nose or whatever, because here it is. You heard what I just said. I was wondering who I was. I got to change it around, talking for Michael. I was wondering who I was. I can't be ashamed of what is true. I was wondering who I was. So that's why he did the changing of his skin and of his because I know he's supposed to have like a disease or whatever, but still some kind of way he did something extra to make his skin look all the way like that, because I saw that disease before, and anybody I see is like in patches or whatever, and they don't just be looking all the way like that, just like that. It probably would take a long time for somebody to be evened all the way out like Michael was. So he did something to go with whatever was wrong with him to even his skin out or something. Okay, I'm saying it. Okay, so he can't be ashamed of who he is, and who he is was who he was ashamed of who he was after a while. So I need to change it around. He was ashamed of who he was, right? Because he's wondering who he was because of hanging with these people in the music business, being made to feel like he wasn't good enough. Give Michael a penny for his thoughts because he had heartfelt tears. You might never saw his tears, but he had them. Somebody was calling too much. So we got too much chocolate. So we might have had somebody who might have been flirting with him, right? This a sweet card, black card, sweet card, anything like that. Are you calling? You are calling. So somebody calling too much right here with this card here. So somebody might have been calling him. Somebody could have been flirting with him or anything like that. It's a sensitive issue. But he need to tell this person the truth. Follow me? Because somebody felt like a genius, right? As far as controlling him or whatever this is. But so are you divorced or are we playing house? After we move in, then what? So after he get in the music business, step from being with his family up into this music business, then what? Are you divorced or are we playing house? So I'm going to change this card around. Are you really done with the group? Whoever this producer or whoever this person is, or his father, whoever this is who talking, I just don't know who the rough rider is right now. Producer, manager, whoever, I just don't know. Or his father. It got to be one of them men. Are you divorced or are we playing house? So we're going to say, are you really done with the group? or are we just playing house? You want to just do a couple single songs and you still hooked to the group, or are you done with the group? I'm changing the card around because whoever this producer is, manager, seem like after you move in, then what? After you come up here, do some rehearsing or whatever, then what? Are you done with the family as far as your family group, or are we just playing house, just doing this for whenever? Okay, so it was a crystal layer of hope for Michael, because he need not show his problems during that time, because somebody fought him in words, financial, emotionally, or physically, or however. He need to get on his path, though. God says back then, get on it right now. But I'm gonna change it to Michael. He felt like he wanted to get on his path right now, and that would be leave his family members and cut the group off, as far as him being in it anyway, and just make that cease, right? And make his steps to get on the path he felt he wanted to get on. So we got our spirit card, and Michael is in the spirit, so he showing himself right here, I feel. Okay, your loved one is in the spirit. Don't hold yourself hostage to a death. So I don't know during that time if anybody in his family died at the time. I just don't know, right? But I'm going to put this as Michael for right now, right? Because I don't know about his family member. Okay, so we have somebody was interacting with drugs. So we got this person he is connected to was interacting with some type of drug, or him, however it's wrong. Because the person had pain, or he had pain. Let's go. We got a water sign, or somebody act like a water sign he need to be aware of, because he had to see something for what it is, what it was, what it is. See it for what it is, because somebody was cheating. Cheating should be the last thing he did, because somebody was cheating at the studio, or at the company, at the studio, the music business. Cheating as far as money, or somebody wanted Michael to cheat at a place. Get what I just said? Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, or wherever they wanted him to. Because we got right here, somebody wanted a second chance with Michael as far as romance, if not romance, as far as romance, not romance, as far as cheating some kind of way, as far as in money, or not doing things right, or the family wanted a second chance as far as come back to the group or anything like that. I can take it that way. He was being unavailable to going back to the family as far as that, because he wanted to be on his own. He is going to be unavailable to this person who wanted him to cheat some kind of way, romantically or something, or he is being unavailable to somebody who is cheating as far as his money. One of those things. This is the wounded Michael. You hear me talking about the second shade of Michael? Why did he let this person dictate? And it's called an ex because it's somebody that he cut off, or he tried to cut off. Right? So that would be his father, anybody in his family group, or a producer or manager or somebody like that, or an actual woman, or whoever he is connected to in love. Okay, he was scared as far as a situation, but he could call someone, but I don't know who he could call. He was scared in a situation as far as something. Right, so somebody do plenty of good, but he shouldn't hold the person up and the person's wrong. So he is dealing with somebody who do plenty of good, but the person do wrong. So he shouldn't hold the person up in his wrong, or nobody else should. Manager, director, his father, or a love interest, or whoever this is God talking about. There's a pandemic right here, so I'm going to say the pandemic was something that was constantly happening as far as in his life or anybody's life that he was around. Something constantly keep going and happening. A pandemic. Okay, so we have right here, it's not ordinary that he sees somebody die, or see somebody die if he saw somebody die, or somebody commit suicide, or somebody have a psychotic break around him. Okay, so he had to start to see what others was doing to keep him stuck in a situation. It's the second shade of Michael. Remember, he is being molded into, God saying, into what he was not. So he is being molded into what he wasn't, as far as with this man, this person here. And he's being molded because he's changing up his body, where his nose got changed in this time period, with Billie Jean, with Thriller. But remember the time he went for a course where his coloring was different altogether. With black and white, his coloring was different. Get what I'm saying? All of that was the changing up of the self. He is being molded into what he wasn't, right? So, because he was wondering who he was, after a while, dealing with this music business, he feeling all kind of ways, thinking he got to change himself, thinking he ugly, when really he was handsome. He is beautiful, okay? As he was, right? So, somebody need to act in the ways that they wanted to be treated, because somebody didn't treat them right? Right? This person here, seems like it's one person, or just a group of people, whoever it might be in the music industry, right? I don't think it's his father, but let's just flow. So talents, skills, and hobbies. That's how he made his money. But this person could do that too, because this person was penny pinching, and it's real, or Michael was. However it's flowing at the time period in the middle. Because here's the seed, as far as somebody of service, somebody a manager, producer. I can't say his father, because he done moved on from his father. He on his own right here. Anybody like that? Because Michael at the time is called a wanderer, because it's like you trying to get a job. You the newcomer. You the new fish. You heard what I just said, right? He wanted sensitivity. He was deceived by somebody of service, and it was premeditated. Look at the card. He was premeditated. Michael wasn't a realist right then. He was thinking about just getting into, stepping out on his own, but he didn't know everything it was going to be. Something was said to him, but he just didn't really let it deep down sink in good to be the realist, because something was premeditated. Because this person saw that he was a wanderer. He's somebody don't know. He's somebody out there in the forest somewhere. He don't know about all this stuff. Last card is he was going to be doing God's mission without lovemaking. And this would be Michael. He is going to do God's mission without lovemaking. You hear what the card says, because we don't know who Michael's love partners was. But during this time period right here, he's going to be doing God's mission. What he felt God wanted him to do without lovemaking, without being with anybody. Get what I'm saying? During that time period. Because he is around somebody who enjoy other men. Get what I'm saying? You enjoy other men. I want out. Whoever this person is, enjoy other men. He want out. It's like somebody come on to you, you saying, I don't go that way. Something like that. I like you, but not like that. Whatever you want to say to it. Okay? So is this the end of it for the second one or no? It just slid into this one, so let me just see. Is this the end, Lord? No. Okay. No. I hear no. So it's not the end yet. Let's just see. Here's Michael. I'm not a slut. So here's somebody premeditated. Here's somebody coming on to Michael. I already say my Michael. I'm coming on to Michael. Michael was a young whippersnapper, a young Michael right there. Here, Michael. I'm not a slut. Look at the cards. They back to back. Somebody wanted to love Michael in secret. Right? So if this a lady, she enjoyed other men and she had other men, but she wanted to see Michael in secret. If this an actual man, still he wanted to love Michael in secret. But it was time for Michael to see. He was battling with this situation. because he is resistant to go along with this situation, because somebody was not all day and it would be this person. So it was circumstances that was going to cause Michael to get a lawyer. Maybe that's why cheating him out his money, or somebody coming on to him, or whatever this is. I don't know. Okay, here's a magnet to somebody who was chained. He was chained to, and I feel like if it was a contract, that's what you call you chained to, right? And the person like a magnet, you chained by contract. Follow me? So we got some numbers, and we got year 92. We got age 29 of Michael, and we got year 92. Okay? I'm hearing that song. I wanna rock with you all night. We'll rock you into daylight. I think I'm saying it wrong, but you get my drift. Right? So I see 92. So maybe something happened in year 92. I'm just not sure or something happened when he was 29. Get what I just said? So is this the end of that year? Is this the end of this one? Let's see. Let me think. Rock you into daylight. Look, I'm just changing it up. That don't go exactly like that. I changed up the song. Okay, is that it for the second Michael, Lord? Is that it for the second Michael? Yes. Okay. That's it for the second Michael? Okay, let's just see. We going on to the Michael who going into his full purpose. Right? So let's just see that Michael. Boxed in. Somebody wanted to put him in a box, and he was put in a box when it's all over with, right? He was, because somebody was becoming unhinged as far as Michael, stacking up all kind of information, or Michael had a lot of information where Michael was becoming unhinged, and he might wanted to let it out or anything like that. So we had the next one. Michael was a people pleaser probably at one point, but he decided he didn't no longer want to be a people pleaser as far as maybe the industry. He knew his words had power, so he had to unwant what needed to go, and that would be holding on to all kind of corrupt stuff that he know was happening. He just wanted to let it out, I guess, or just leave the music industry or whatever he was going to do, because remember Michael said that was the last curtain call. That was it. He wasn't doing anymore after that tour. So he was going to let that go. Look, he was going to unwant what needed to go. Get what the card said. And you heard him say at the end, or whenever he said it, on This Is It, or while he was practicing, this is the last curtain call. It goes with this card. He's going to unwant what needed to go. Right? But then we got somebody who had a problem with him doing talking, speaking, running off at the mouth or whatever. They felt like they needed to unwant what needed to go, and what needed to go was Michael, right? Lights was flashing, and Michael saw those lights. He saw whatever lights it was to see that somebody might wanted him to go, right? But lights was flashing for whoever these people are, that they felt like they wanted to make Michael go. Because Michael could what? Acknowledge what? A secret, correct? Probably more than one secret. Because Michael was floating on in life. The secret life, that means he wasn't telling any secrets. Deep, they back to back. Look at that. Oh. So Michael knew some secrets. Look at the card, they back to back. He's floating on in life, but he could acknowledge some secrets. You see, there's only one secret, right? So we got this one right here. It was an annoyance from a culprit to Michael, whoever the culprit is. It could be whoever it was, somebody, one main culprit, whoever. A mirage in the mind. He had tension filled thoughts at one time, dealing with who this culprit, because somebody was posing as who they wasn't. It's like you put on a doctor's uniform and you're not really a doctor. Get what I just said? You a cop. As far as what the uniform looked like, you one, but you not one. You just the average Joe Blow, somebody who just was sitting on a step when you didn't threw on a cop uniform and went and approached somebody. Get what I'm saying? Somebody was posing as who they wasn't. And then he saw the person for who they are, because he's seeking refuge, getting a job, getting into the music business, or whatever it was. The refuge would be he trying to get this job with the music business, trying to get in it, period, or whatever was going on. Right? So let's just flow, Michael. Tell your story. So we got, this is really a jail call when a warrant coming. So a warrant coming for somebody arrest, or we're going to take this as some kind of good stuff came to Michael some kind of way, where it was going to be some kind of celebration somewhere, maybe a award ceremony or whatever it might have been. If not that, some kind of warrant. Because in his later on in the years for Michael, a warrant did come. No, a warrant didn't come, right? He just had to go to court right now. But some kind of paperwork from court came or something that made him had to go to court, though. So if we take it that way. So let me just take some cards for the Michael. He had got married. He had got married some kind of way. Are you married, or just somebody on the side? Because somebody might have been married who was trying to flirt with Michael or anything like that. Okay, here it is. Somebody confused Michael for a prostitute. They can give Michael, I can give you whatever to get you in the music business, keep you in it, or get this song for you, or whatever they was doing. Somebody who might have been married was trying to romantically come Michael way. Get my drift? So we have somebody committed a senseless act against Michael, and they're going to boo-hoo about it, because Michael was given drugs, and the doctor is the one is in charge of how much drugs you get. You don't be in control. The doctor is, because they are the person who is the skilled person who know. They're supposed to know anyway, else they shouldn't have a scalpel or anything in their hand if they don't know what they're doing. Right? So you just a patient, and you control whatever it is. Well, if you say, well, you're hurting, the doctor's supposed to decide off of what you tell them. Well, this, that, a little bit of whatever, and they go from there. You don't do the talking as far as how much they do, because they're supposed to know. Somebody committed a senseless act against Michael, and then and somebody gonna boo-hoo about it, get in trouble, go to jail, or maybe they did already, or maybe they will, because it ain't over till it's over, right? Because Michael was being mouthy up here, doing some talking. He didn't tell everything it was to tell, because I think it still was secrets that was not told by Michael. He could acknowledge, but somebody was thinking about what they could do about it. Or somebody was just mouthy to Michael for it, trying to flirt with Michael. So Michael was married and was wondering what Michael was going to do about it, because Michael was mouthy back to whoever this is, or the person was mouthy to Michael. So we got somebody who was trying to come on, was trying to come on to Michael back then. I mean, this the last Michael though. Not the, this the third shade. Follow me. Okay. Yes, you're getting a reading from the Bryce level. Michael. Okay, Michael in the spirit, people. Okay, so we got, I'm happy with my color no matter. I'm happy with my life no matter my color. So we got somebody coming against his color. Whoever needs to seek what's troubling this person. Somebody who racist, or somebody that just think they better than him. Follow me? So here we got the money scheme, and this would be considered whoever this is trying to is it called proposition? I don't like saying things wrong. Somebody tried to give Michael something because they was trying to go a certain kind of way as far as romantically, wanted to go that way with Michael. And that would be considered the money scheme. Get in this money scheme with me. He need to tell the person he wanted out. But I feel he did tell the person, and that was the problem. So he told the person that he don't want to engage with whoever this person is, and this person probably was trying to go after him full force maybe. Or he might want to take the person to court. Let's just say. He is holding on to love. See, he's holding on to caring about the person, not being a mean person. But it wasn't returned back to him. He beat me so much. So the person didn't physically beat him, I feel. But the person beat him, I feel, as far as anything else. As far as in court maybe, financially or anything like that. Because the person was a powerful person. Follow me? Because remember, Michael was like, yeah, he still wasn't over top of the people, right? Help is coming. He wanted help to come. Help is coming. He had to stop thinking he deserved abuse. Or he felt like he wasn't going to take no more abuse, right? So we have, he's trying his best to escape. Card to him. Bear with me. Look at the card. He was trying his best to escape. That means get out. Because he said the last curtain call. Right? Look at, this is it, the end of it, or throughout that, and you'll see he say that. That means he done. You know what that means? Right? He's trying to escape and get out. Right? Because he really was trying to express. Get what the card's saying. Because he knew he didn't deserve abuse and he didn't want abuse. Okay, I didn't get to do the healing cards because this is going into that next one. So I guess the healing cards got to go some kind of way with it because, or do the healing cards going? Because healing of the soul, these are healing of the soul, so maybe the healing cards don't go in here. Okay, let's see. What's your name about it? Michael. I hear Michael, your boy, Michael, your child. Okay, here we got the prosecute card. Here Michael feeling like, do he need to prosecute against this person? They backed it. Confusing for a prostitute. Do I need to prosecute God? Yeah, God said, yeah, Michael, go ahead and prosecute against whoever this person is. Because God said that Michael was the star and the light. This person don't matter. This person matter not. This person might be on paper, and as far as the music company or whoever it is, all these people that the person know, the person is somebody on top. But as far as God, this person wasn't no better than Michael. God was telling Michael, go and prosecute against him. No matter if he seemed like he the big fish or not, go ahead and prosecute against him. Just take your shot. Because Michael looking at, he beat me so much and everything is like the person, it's like you're a little ant and you got like, whoa. Okay. Because Michael was going to get the truth out of the story. Otherwise, let's just see. Okay. Here's another court card. Here is the court card. Going to court about some kind of material items. Merchandise, whatever this is. Whatever it is. He was going to go to court about maybe his records, maybe whatever. Anything as far as maybe his music or whatever this is. Let's flow. Let me see with this one. Number 7. He thought this would be the end of his money problems, Michael, as far as maybe going to court, getting what belonged to him, getting his music or whatever this is, or just getting his money back that was owed to him or whatever, or this person, whoever this person is, thought it would be the end of that person's money problems. The person might have came on to Michael feel like this could be the end of Michael money problems, or he might have talked to him like that. Well, I can give you some money and that could help you along, or whatever the person might have been saying. But this might have been the beginning of him going into business, into the music business, maybe anything like that. Get on the bus. I'm here for you. Come on, Michael. Come on. Get on the bus. Get in the car. Get on a train. Get on a plane. However, come on. I'm here for you, Michael. Maybe the beginning, Michael was in solitude, doing some kind of thinking. Or this person was chilling, trying to figure out how to fix this thing. How am I he gonna make it work? Well, Michael at a point, right after, I guess, getting stuck with this person, because remember he did a contract, but he wasn't a realist. He didn't really dig all the way deep down on this thing to see what he needed to see. So we have religion. So I don't know what Michael religion is. It says that religion and its effects that it had on him. Whatever his religion is, it had effect on him. Whatever his religion is. Okay, is he simply a follower of whatever his religion is, or did he really have faith as far as that religion? So be the extension to keep the children safe. So whoever this person is was older than Michael, needed to be an extension to keep Michael safe, because Michael wasn't a child. He was a grown-up, but still he's a young person. And whoever this person is was older than him. Actually older than him, old enough to be his parent, his father, right? So this person needed to be the extension to keep Michael safe, right? But also, we can put this with Michael being an extension to keep the children safe, and that would be his siblings that he left behind, right? They wasn't children, but that's the way it's going to come out for right now, right? To keep them safe. His siblings, right? He had to take baby steps in his thinking, because he was dealing with a serpent. This person was a serpent who premeditated things where Michael wasn't a realist, because he didn't dig deep down in everything, or he didn't see everything as far as a contract. He didn't see all he needed to see. He didn't let things penetrate the surface. But then we got whoever this person is might wear strong cologne. So we have, he need to drop his burdens and let this person stay in the past. So some kind of way, he cut this person off, because this is the last shade of Michael, I feel. This is the last shade, right? I said, right? So there's some different stuff pretty much with whoever these people, this person. It seems like it's one main person I'm hearing. I mean, it seems like it's one main person is focused on, but, you know, I guess it's different people as one main person, though. He had to leave this person in the past. He dropped his burdens and left this person in the past. Okay? So there's a thin layer of hope, because it says that somebody arrived. But Michael didn't notice that the person was of a different caliber, or the person didn't notice that Michael was of a different caliber. Somebody he had a connection with, some kind of way, get along with, or whoever this is. Might have been some eating, Michael or the person, some kind of meat with sauce. So this person wanted Michael to pick the person, come back to be the manager, come back to something, come back to let me be your manager, your producer, or come back to being friends, or whatever this is. The person saying, I miss you. Right? Because he cut off from somebody. Okay, no growth come from the same sex. So whoever this is wanted it to be where some kind of way the person trying to come on to Michael. No growth, God says, right? But also I can turn it around and say no growth. That means it's two men, Michael and whoever this person is. And this person really didn't want Michael to grow, wanted Michael to kind of stay a weed somewhat. But if he grew, he just didn't want him to go so high. Right? If we take it that way in business. But other than that, the real meaning is a gay card. And somebody wanted Michael to engage with the person. But God says, your choices are your own, Michael. Your choices. Whatever choice you make. Okay? Michael wanted to invite in the warmest love of all in his life only with people. Because he wanted to be treated like the king he was. The king of pop, right? Because he was dealing with money business, right? He had to stop letting this ex-producer, manager, or whoever this is, I don't feel it's his father, worry him in his life. No, not his father, because we got a sex card. So we have, this some manager, producer, whoever this is. We are a couple for more than just sex. So he wasn't a couple with this person, but they worked together some kind of way. Get what I'm saying before? Follow me? Producer, manager, or whoever this is. Because somebody had a sexual issue. Blister or some kind of sexual issue. Get what I'm saying? So this is a card. The person saying out to Michael, we're a couple for more than just sex. So we have, this person wanted to be where, well, we might do business together and do music together, but maybe we can throw some sex in. I'm going to change the card around for a minute. We're a couple as far as we doing music together and all, that part right there, but let's throw some sex in. We're a couple for more than just doing music together. Let's throw some sex in it. I'm trying to change it around. Follow me? Okay. Michael was all in his feelings. And he's going to get his feelings that mean expressed, but this person was in this person's feelings. So, this person wanted to dive in and feel Michael's touch, right? Come back to letting this person be in charge of Michael some kind of way, right? This person wanted Michael to dive back in and let this person be in some kind of control over Michael, romantically, business-wise, or whatever, or just call us up trying to be a friend or whatever this person was trying to do. Please don't let your family and friends tear us apart. So this person felt like Michael family or any friends of Michael contributed to tearing Michael apart from this person. Okay? So we got a path card for Michael. Yes, you're on your path. This is a positive for Michael. This is a positive card. Being in the upright. Now it is vital to find your path if you're not on it. So he on his path right there. So by him being on his path right there, that means he get ready to do some stuff God want him to do. So that means the music get ready to change up. Save the world, make this a better place. Get what I'm saying? For you and for me in the entire human race. Love that song. I love to hear Michael sing it. I can sing it, but I love to hear Michael sing it. You know when you like to hear the artist sing whatever it is. But I like hearing myself sing certain songs. But I like to hear the artist sing whatever it is with certain songs. I just love how their voice sounds over mine with their song. Beautiful. Michael, where's your path card, Michael? Let's put it over here, front and center. We get ready to say Michael making those big changes right there. Yes, you're on your path. God said Michael on his path right there. So let's just sit. We gotta end it. Okay, universe. You know all about it. You say Michael on his path right there. So he was making a change. You wanted him to say, oh my goodness. Make that change. Make that change. Look, Michael making that change. Make that change. God said you're on his path right here. You heard Michael? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Deep. The man in the mirror is Michael. Get what I'm saying? Look, he had to change up. He looked in the mirror and he said, I got to change my ways. Deep. Okay, so he got on God's path right here. He got on his path right there. So let's just go. People don't like when you get on your path, when you change up. People want you to be corrupt. That's just a fact. People want you to be corrupt. People want you to be cruddy. People want you to be down. People want you to be low. People want you to be sex-driven, drug-driven, liquor-driven. That's how they feel they can control you, to keep you that way, keep you docile. Look, he's dealing with the big boys. The big boys in his storyline is the entertainment people, managers, directors, people like that. And he was an antelope to them. Okay, so let's just flow a little bit, Michael. Tell your story, Michael. Tell your story, Michael. Tell your story. Deep. Tell your story, Michael. Michael could have been raped before in his life. He could have been. Don't have to be, but he could have been. Because we got this card looking at me. Don't have to be, but he could have been. But he was stolen from some kind of way. But this actually could have happened. Because I see the sex down here. That's a real rape. Could have been raped. It ain't like you're going to sit and tell everybody I was raped in my life. And rape could actually just be something against your will. You forced. You feel you can't get out. Or you overpowered, or whatever it is, or whatever people do is against your will. Because sometimes people feel like, well, if you consented, you didn't consent, but it feel like it's against your will. I'm going to say something. Suppose somebody said, well, if you don't let me do this, I'm going to kill your kids. Get what I just said? I'm trying to use an example. I got to use something strong to let people know that rape don't have to necessarily mean some man on the street grab you and throw you somewhere. Rape can be different ways. It's anything against your will. When somebody dominate and control, because rape is about control. So if somebody say, well, if you don't let me do this, I'm going to kill your children. So the person is not going to fight the person. The person don't want it to happen, but they feel they had no choice. They feel overpowered. That's rape. Rape don't have to necessarily mean that somebody got to grab you outside and all this kind of stuff. Anything as far as you don't want to happen to you romantically is rape. So what I'm saying right here, that some kind of way he might have been raped, some kind of way, actual real rape in his life, whenever it might have been. Follow me? Where he had to get out. Follow me? Okay, but this is Michael. He is going to start being like this. He is going to start being like that lion, right? And he start being like that lion, right? Boisterous in his songs, right? Because sometimes when you get raped, it takes you downhill. It takes you down. Get what I'm saying? But Michael went over here with getting on his path. He went straight for people like that lion. Being boisterous with his songs. Remember, he was going to stop the man in the mirror. That was himself, right? He was going to be that lion. And he wanted other people to be that lion too. Deep. Because he was dealing with the music industry. One main person, producer, manager, whoever it is. That he might have got raped by that person. Right? Some kind of way. Stolen from. And rape. Because it's a real rape card. And I can't change that one up and make it not what it is. Because I see sexually down there. That mean a real rape. Okay, so we have this. So we have transporting of a disease or transporting of drugs or some kind of way. It could have been where something was put in his drink and a rape occurred that way or anything like that. It don't mean that he drank alcohol. You can drink anything. You can drink soda, whatever it might be. Something could have been put in his drink and he could have got raped that way because something was put in his drink. Get what I'm saying? That means that you're unconscious or whatever, and people can break you unconscious. You're not participating. They just is. However it's flowing. Or you dizzy or whatever's going on with you or whatever. Or transporting or transferring a disease. Right? Because we got a man, whoever it is, manager, producer, if not that. It gotta be somebody in charge like that though. Did something by a certain date. And what the person might have did was raped them. Get what I just said? Here's Michael. He do have a skin disorder that's coming out in the storyline. He got one, right? He had a skin disorder. We not even gonna go nowhere. He said he had the skin disease, you know. He's in his feelings, deep in his feelings about what happened to him. If he was raped sexually, when he was some kind of way going off of this. But I said that in the last storyline for Michael. I said he got raped by somebody. It was on my Healer to Road channel, but I took that down. He had deep feelings about that, or he had deep feelings about, his skin situation. So we got this one right here. The power to hold on is slipping. Was slipping. I cry for you and know you are mine. So I feel like this is his music business, dealing with the music business. He power to hold on is slipping because remember he said at last curtain call he loved his music. But then we got somebody, whoever the person was, who was trying to hold on to him, right? Because somebody wanted to spend some time with him, whoever it was. So he might have got raped earlier, not in his older years, but earlier whenever it happened. Follow me? This person wanted to spend some time with him. He wanted to know where it was getting him at, where it is going, what do you want, or whatever, anything like that. So all of this right here could have happened in his early days, the big boys, remember? Except for being a lion. Because now before he left here, he got on his path dealing with the music industry, I feel, and he's going to be the lion. But all this stuff I feel happened to him previously. So we want to spend some time with him. And somebody could have put something in his drink. He had to get away from the haters and snakes, God says. Man beside you is like my first crush, so this his card. So if this his card, this is a female. Ladies rape too, you know. I mean, don't get it twisted. Ladies can rape you too now. So I don't really know if this a female or not though. But this is his card right here. But I can turn it around to this culprit. Let me turn around to the culprit. This person, he need to get away from the haters and snakes. Anybody that was like that in the music business, the haters and the snakes, because that's what they were. Man beside you is like my first crush. So whoever this is wanted to lay beside Michael and felt like Michael was like their first crush. Unless he met somebody himself and he felt that way about it. Get what I just said? And laying beside don't necessarily mean romantic. It could just mean you just laying beside the person, right? Okay. He clapped back at this person because things was being covered up, where a problem was being hidden, right? This person was tearing him down and able to build the person's self up. So whoever this is wanted to bring back tomorrow and wanted that Michael had sticking power. That means come back over here and let's do it like we used to. Come back like it used to be, where I can control you or whatever this person wanted to do. Because Michael was roped off from whoever this person is, Tom shared. Well, it's useless to fight about it. Let's just go out on the town. Let's just make up and change this thing around. The person want that. But here's Michael. I'm bruised inside. But I'm still me. I'm still who I am. I'm bruised inside. I've been raped. I've been torn down. I've been talked about. Whatever it might have been. Where it's not out there for people to know about. But I'm going to be calm in myself and be that conqueror. Right? because Michael went through a lot. You got to go to different things to be able to get to the healing path, because you can help heal others. Michael healed people in his music, people. He did his mission. He did his mission, but he actually was in the middle of doing his mission. So he was on his path when he left this world, but the thing is, he was taken out of this world. Not by God. He was taken out by man. By medications. That he didn't give himself. Okay? On a weekend, whatever weekend it was, Michael saw something and somebody else saw something. This culprit, whoever this is God talking about, and Michael saw something. Both of them saw something on the weekend. Whatever it wasn't good. And it could have been that the person raped Michael whenever it was in his life. If not that, somebody did something else, whatever it was. Because Michael was being bullied, whatever part of his life. And I feel is the middle part, some kind of way when he was on his own trying to really get started good. Or he was being bullied once he actually was in the last phase of his life, the last shade by somebody. We got number 5, God's number of grace. He is being cordial and nice, but he is diving his problems with whoever this is, looking at things superficial around, green leafy foliage outside or inside the house, flowers, plants. Okay, somebody was living a plantation where living this person or Michael, however it's flowing. Because somebody was lacking something, and that is Michael or this person was trying to pull him backwards, right? Somebody was missing love, food, clothing, housing, or money, right? So I feel it's money for whoever this is. Okay, so we have Michael had to get more sleep to become more energetic, or something was in his system. And we know something was in his system when he left here, because that's how he left here. Follow me? So if we take it there, I don't want to take it there right now, but we already know something was in his system. Because the doctor said he wanted more sleep. Get what the card's saying. So if he said he wanted more sleep, the doctor gave him whatever medication maybe so he could be more energetic. Or this just simply means that somebody was indulging in some kind of drinking or drugs. And for Michael, he was given drugs. And the doctor was saying because he wanted more sleep. So we don't know what Michael said. We didn't hear Michael say anything, people. This doctor said whatever. We didn't hear Michael say, give me drugs. We didn't hear Michael say that. Was a video camera in there showing Michael say that? Proof that Michael said and told this man, well, give me some more drugs. Or it's just him talking. When a person is the culprit, I don't see how they take the culprit's word with certain cases. In other cases, you won't do it. In other cases, you will do it. Person who did whatever, you take in their word. But in other cases, you don't want to trust their word. In some cases, you're taking a drug addict word, somebody out on the street that's a drug addict. And in another case, you don't want to take a drug addict's word when the drug addict know what the drug addict talking about. So, I don't understand that. So let me bring it back to the storyline. Somebody, and we can put this with the doctor right now if we want to throw him in. The doctor was lacking, was living a plantation where living and needed more money, I would say, to the doctor, right? Right? So what he did was give Michael medication, put something in Michael's system, right? And he said for Michael to get more sleep. That's what the doctor said, right? But he said that Michael said that he needed to get more sleep or whatever. So only thing you have is the word of the doctor, right? With that. So we can take that to the doctor, or we can just keep it with Michael and whoever this person is, right? So Michael Eliminate the doctor for a minute. Let's go back to who this person is. That's a big boy in the music business that he's dealing with. This person here was living a plantation way of living, needed more money or something, or Michael needed it. So Michael, we still want to take it back to Michael needed more sleep so he can be more energetic, because he's a little older, or he just was rehearsing a lot or whatever. So this person didn't want Michael to loaf around, stall, and put off, right? Are you coming for me? Are you coming to rehearsal? Are you coming to rehearsal? Are you coming to work, or whatever this is? Right? You or mine, never forget that. We got a deal. We gonna make this a contract. This a deal. You mine. We in contract. Or are you coming back and let me be your manager or your director or whatever this person wants? Okay, let's just flow. There's going to be some face-to-face communication with Michael and this person. And it was time for Michael to come clean with this person, or this person to Michael. Because this person, we got a number 2 bullying card. So we got 2 bullying cards, somebody bullying on Michael. Especially as far as money. Because this person wanted a belt load, wanted a bunch of money. But Michael wanted money himself. So we have number 11. So November, something happened November. I don't know when his birthday is. But or just the 11th of some month or whatever. So somebody rose to the occasion to beat Michael at his own game, or Michael rose to the occasion to beat somebody at their own game. So it can go different ways. I can take this all kind of ways. So right here, Michael, if Michael Gray do that show, it's called This Is It, that rehearsal, that right there. This could go with actually that right there. All this could go with This Is It, that situation there. Right? It could. But it don't have to. So let's just flow a little bit. When I saw This Is It on a movie screen, it seemed like Michael was right there with us, if that makes sense. It seemed like he was actually in the room with us. It was like he was in the room with us, because he was not alive at the time. So for all of us looking, it was like Michael was actually in there with us. It had a feel to that movie for us, because it was like Michael was right there with us, because we heard he had died, and just seeing him on a movie screen, it was like he was in there with us. It was like he was alive, if that makes sense. And all of us in the movies, people I don't even know, all of us in the movies at the time I went to the movies was clapping at the end. Like Michael did like we was at a Michael Jackson show, and we clapped. Now don't ask me why, I don't know. All of us clapped. We clapped, but then we had tears. Get what I'm saying? We didn't know each other. People was getting up saying things to each other about it and all that kind of stuff. Because all of us who was there loved Michael. All of us. We wanted the best for him. But we couldn't control the situation. We on the last shade of Michael universe. The last shade of Michael, yes. That's the last shade of Michael. I'm trying to end it. We might have somebody that act like an Aquarius, is an Aquarius, that he was involved with somebody who act like one, is one, act like an air sign, is an air sign. Or maybe he has some needs like an air sign. Okay, so okay, bread is required. So somebody wanted some bread. Somebody wanted money and justice well served. Let's flow a little bit. We're gonna take it different. I mean, because that's what it's looking. It's looking different ways to me. Right here, this could actually be his This Is It situation here. Bread is required. And we got justice well served. So Michael didn't get justice well served. Michael didn't get any justice. Who got the justice? Michael didn't. Because if drugs was inserted in Michael, Michael didn't get justice. Somebody else got justice. Okay? Because look, Michael didn't want to be scratched off, but Michael got scratched off. And everybody know Michael got scratched off. Michael didn't give himself drugs. Everybody knew that. Somebody felt boxed in, but Michael felt he was boxed in. And Michael was, you heard what Michael said, the last curtain call. Michael was trying to get this thing over with. He was done. He wanted to be done with this stuff. He loved and had a passion for his work, but he was ready to be done, right? Because his body was feeling it. His body was feeling it. It's time to end it. We got York or just wherever he was, suspensible. Because back then he planted his he took his best shot back then to plan his fortune. He did that. But at this time period, somebody else was trying to take their best shot to plan a fortune. Because right here, Michael was willing to do something because of being forced. You heard me say about that sexual card back then, right? You heard me explain that sexual card, right? Willing to do something because of being forced. You heard the definition I gave, right? It don't have to be that definition. He had no other choice. Follow me? If it go back there for whenever it was in his life that something happened to him, because he is trying to plan his fortune. Get what I'm saying, right? And somebody took their best shot at him. Get what I'm saying? Okay, because he is at a place that was not his home. Follow me, a studio or somewhere, somebody's house or wherever he was at that time, right? Deep. So, if we take it to during the time period, like I say, the last shade of his life, because these three could go with back then with the second shade. You heard me say when he went off on his own and he started like getting into, grown folks business where he was a grown up and he was making his own decisions with this music business. 3 of these can go with that rape over there I told you about, where some guy, whoever he is, manager, producer, whoever, somebody who's controlling, pulling the strings, whoever. This can go over there. You heard what I said, right? But I can bring it to his last shade of his life when he is fully grown, 40 over, 35 over, whatever age he was, right? When he had made all the changes he was going to make. So I can bring it to that. He took his best shot to plan his fortune. That's true. Whenever he did. But somebody else took their best shot to plant their fortune. Follow me? Because somebody was willing to do something because of being forced. Because somebody was feeling sustaining themselves at a shelter that wasn't their own. So we have right here that with Michael, it said give me my key back and go back to school. So we have, I'm going to put this with that doctor. Let me just take it there for a minute, okay? Let me just take it there. Just work with me because I'm going different directions, whichever way the cards take me. Remember, I didn't get to say it. This is for entertainment purposes only to those who deem it as such. You don't have to take anything as fact that go on the table, but I believe every card Michael and God put on my table as fact, as true. You don't have to take nothing as fact. I meant to say that, okay? Because I see different things on the table, and I got to work the cards all kind of ways to bring out the story Michael won on his table and God won. Okay? So let's take it this way. Bread was required. Somebody was going to beat Michael at his own game. Michael felt boxed in right here. And that probably is why he did that This Is It tour. I mean, he didn't get to do the tour, but suspensible. Because Somebody wanted to plant their fortune, not Michael. And he took the best shot. So Michael was willing to do this is it tour because of being forced, because maybe Brett was requiring some kind of money. He's sustaining himself at his shelter, and that would be at the rehearsal or place wherever he rehearsed at. He wanted something that belonged to him, his music or something like that. And he was gonna, he had decided he was gonna just do his own thing, because he was doing his own thing, but he was gonna go back to doing his own thing. He was doing his own thing, but he wanted something that belonged to him that seemed like somebody had. Or he just wanted whatever he wanted that somebody had, and he just was gonna do something different, whatever it might have been. So let me just take it for a minute to the doctor. The doctor might needed money. Bread was required, and the doctor felt boxed in. So something was suspensible. So the doctor took his best shot to plan his fortune and make some money. He is willing to do what he did to Michael because of being forced, and he was at a shelter, and the shelter would be Michael's house, right? Because it wasn't the doctor's house sustaining himself. So the doctor needed to go back to school some kind of way, because the doctor evidently didn't get enough schooling to give Michael all of his drugs he gave him, so he definitely needed to go back to school somewhere. And he was going to get paid. He was going to get paid. Follow me. Every day wasn't a good day. He had a blank look on his face, because I'm talking to the doctor now. He was hell-bent on destruction, continuing the vice. Follow me? So look at these cards coming up. Look at these cards. He used his imagination and made Michael disappear. The doctor. So if I take it to this card, I'm going to say anybody who was in charge or had a plan for making money off of Michael. If I take it here, right? But right here, I'm going to take it, just going to be the doctor right here alone. But we can take it here if any kind of people was trying to make money off of Michael. We got to start with this card up here. And we take it all the way down, all the way to the end. Okay, so let's just hold on. Let me just see this card. Okay, wait. Michael's in agreement. Or this doctor was in agreement with somebody to even give Michael medication. Or Michael was in agreement with the doctor who, if he hired this doctor, I just don't know if he hired this doctor, right? Or somebody else did, I just don't know. It was an agreement between somebody, Michael and the doctor, or the doctor and somebody. So we have this person, this doctor was going to show in his actions that he didn't care nothing about Michael. He showed in his actions. But whoever this person is that hired the doctor, unless Michael hired him, I just don't know who hired the doctor, was showing that he didn't care nothing about Michael, because he is going to make himself feel good. The doctor or the person who hired the doctor. Make himself feel better. Or Michael told the person who hired the doctor he wanted to feel better. Or Michael told the doctor that he wanted to feel better. So we got mention me. So I'm gonna take this as Michael. Mention me, Michael Jackson. Tell her this would be to his mother, and he got children, right? But I would like to focus on his mother, right? Okay. Later on in the summer, he was catering to whoever this person is, whoever it was. So I don't know what this is at. I don't know what season it was. I just don't remember. But he was catering. Okay, we got the door rack having his scarf, his coat, or anything on. He put it on the door rack, the chair, something like that, or something. It was a masquerade, and he went through torture. Follow me? Michael. Okay? I obligate myself to you. He obligated himself to doing this tour. Because I got to put it with the tour now. Take a right turn if you plan on doing me wrong. So the person, whoever it is, if you plan on doing me wrong, don't think about doing me wrong. Next one is, I want to go home again. This would be Michael card, where he just wanted out. He felt restricted, stuck, just wanted to go home. If he needed help, he could reach out. So for Michael to feel like this, unless it's the doctor saying he want to go home because he got locked up from doing what he did to Michael. But I feel I got to stick with Michael because the doctor's not in jail right now. But during the time the doctor was in jail, he might want to go home. And he's reaching out to somebody in his family to let them know he wanted to come home. But we're going to stick with Michael right now. To his mother or to his daughter. Got to be to a female in his family. His mother is number one. So during that time period, he wanted to go home. I want to go home again. He wanted peaceful times. So I feel like that was going on in his mind. And maybe at some of the rehearsals, he might just want to go home. He wanted to be done with it. He might didn't even halfway feel like doing that stuff, but he done it anyway because he was obligated somewhat. Maybe some money was owed or whatever was going on. He was obligated, but he just wanted to go home. He probably didn't even feel like it. I just want to go home. It's like you want to go home, you feel stuck. Or we had, when he was on the table some kind of way, inside his mind, even though he was unconscious, it felt like he was trying to get out. It's just like when you had the dreams, you know, I had a dream the other day. Where it was like I bust out the dream, if that makes sense. I forgot what they call it. When you're in a dream and you're trying to get out. So for Michael with that card right there, it could be where he was unconscious or whatever, sleep or what was going on, and he's trying to get out. He's trying to get out to come back out like we are, but he couldn't get out of it because it was too much medicine being given, pushing him further down where he just couldn't escape. Get what I'm saying? Let's just see. Information was on the telephone, voicemail, or cell phone. That could help in this case. Or on some kind of camera. Because somebody was slipping through loosely to come for him, to come get him. Anything like that. So let's see what this one. So he is hanging around a sinful place. So the sinful place for Michael would have been wherever he was practicing at. Or at that time period. Yeah, wherever he was practicing at. Because some kind of way God called it sinful. Studio or whatever it was, forever.I. Somebody who was another race, don't have to be German, but whatever the person was, somebody. Okay, he had to stop thinking that others knew more than him because he knew just as much. And he's needing more, but not doing enough to make it happen. See, because it said he was achy, and it varied. He really was tired. He is. I never felt like this before. He was tired. He was hurting. He was tired. He had to stop being scared of his feelings. So he was trying to. This just simply meaning his storyline. He was ignoring his feelings. He was ignoring his feelings because he was obligated. Seemed like I feel to do this video here. This tour. Something happened in the winter time where no more base conditions as far as making money. So some kind of way he had to start making money another way. So I feel making money another way was the tour, because he usually I just hadn't heard before Michael doing a bunch of tours. I just know of just albums. I just don't know about a bunch of tours. I just don't remember hearing about a bunch of tours. So this would be where this was another way to make money going on a tour, and that's what it was. It don't have to be winter, but whatever season it was, he was going to do that. So he was astonished that she did it, or somebody was astonished that Michael did it, and that was going to do the tour, because we have a lapse in it. It was a lapse in work, money flowing in. And he worked hard on it, and we saw it, because he was going to get it right, because he liked things to be right, just like me. I might not be like Michael was all the way, but I like for things to be right when I'm trying to do something. On whatever dates, it don't have to be these days. Keep your eyes on all the cards you heard me put down, right? He mentioned to the group of people he was coming, that mean coming to rehearse, because what? Look at the card before that, he worked hard, right? Next one is he got distant from somebody who was a score loser. Somebody who was a score loser, right? God says that this was going to be his downfall, and he was going to complain when he had it. So it's going to be Michael's downfall to connect with somebody who's a score loser, whoever this person is, right? Somebody. And the score loser could be the doctor, was going to be his downfall, or whoever hired the doctor, anybody connected to the tour. So we have here's a conscious living. So it went different ways. So we dealing with this nighttime. This at night. I love my Jackson 5. Jackson 5. I love the Jacksons. I love Michael Jackson alone. I wanna rock with you all night. Okay, and then we got what? Stop the love you say may be your own. And then we have what? Dangerous. Then we have what? Remember the time. Mm-hmm. And then we have what else do we have for Michael? It's black, it's white. oh yeah. I love a smooth criminal. Smooth criminal. Boy, I love Michael in that suit. I love Michael in that suit. Michael could be my children's daddy in that suit. I love how he look in that suit. I just love Michael in that suit. He looks good in that suit. Then we have You Rock My World. There's a lot of songs on Michael's. I can't name all of them. Change the world, make this a better place. Get what I'm saying? Then we have all of those good songs of Michael's. We're starting with the man in the mirror. Deep. I don't even want to go there. Boy, if I go put Michael on tomorrow and have Michael playing half the day all the way up into next week. Beautiful. Beautiful. You did a good job, Michael. You did a good job in your last shade of Michael, because you got on your path and you was moving along and you just saying different things that happen in your life. And it is to realize what people was doing to keep you stuck, keep you trapped, tear you down, pull you down, use you, or whatever they trying to do. Deep. When you're aware, you do something about it. He was achy and it buried. He really didn't feel like doing that stuff, but he was gonna fight through it, but he needed some kind of pain medicine to fight through whatever pains he was feeling. Because Michael wasn't 20, people. So he was feeling all kind of feelings he was feeling. Because he moving around, bouncing around like he's 20. But he wasn't 20. So that means he feeling stuff so unable to not be feeling that he had to have something for pain. Because he was just that kind to try to be good, to be perfect, to please his fans. Because people would chew you up and spit you out, but real fans wouldn't do that to him, but the music industry would. Because when they done with you, they done with you. If they can latch on to something else. Okay, let's just see. I'm trying to end it, Lord, for Michael. Who's the prince in your life? Okay, so Michael have a son named Prince, right? He got a prince in his life, right? Yeah, he got Prince. He got a son. He got a son named Prince. Who is the prince in your life? So I'm going to say this to his son. He got a son named Prince, right? That he wanted to make his own, a child he wanted to make his own, and evidently he named him Prince, right? Okay, that's beautiful, right? Okay. He had to see what was right for him and see what was right in front of him in his life, right? Because he was dealing with unusual, some kind of spectrum of some sort, right? It was horrifying because he was trying to distinguish things at one point in his life. Because Michael was being treated ugly as stink by somebody. This is real. But he had to stay calm, God says. So if he liked the color pink, and he do because he had it on for Billie Jean album, he looked good in it too. I think he had pink socks too. Okay. First time I saw a man with pink on. Oh no, my brother had on pink pants before. But I usually, he looked good in that pink on Billie Jean album. He had to leave the ex in the past though, somebody who was an ex-manager, boss, or anybody like that. Or even an ex-lover, whoever this person is. So he's filling his time at a lecture. So the lecture could be court, could be rehearsal, or anything like that. Okay, here we have. Okay, he was keeping his ears closed to whoever this person is. But this person admitted that the person did something to Michael. Or the person apologized some kind of way. Some person, ex-partner, ex-boss, ex-manager, producer, whoever this person is. Okay, I'm trying to end it. Let's see, Michael, end it, Michael. Because this person was soaring for wealth, but Michael was at one point, but Michael wasn't focused on money. Michael wasn't money driven. Michael had a passion for his music. He had a passion. Get what I'm saying? He wanted to make money, but he had a passion. There's a difference when you got a passion. Get what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube. I've been on here since 2019. I don't get any money for being on here. I put so many videos, thousands of videos. I don't know how many put together now so far. I put on these channels, and I don't get any money. See, I have a passion. There's a difference in having a passion and being money driven, right? Somebody was soaring for wealth as far as Michael. That he closed his eyes to an ex-boss, manager, or whoever this is, producer, whoever this person is, follow me. Because Michael was analyzing to see what something stemmed from with this person. Shortly, this person was going to travel to Michael and go to another city, state, or whatever where Michael was. So Michael was the common denominator in this thing. If you change your identity, it won't work with your twin. Go trans, go gay, or clash. So Michael and this person clashed, or this person was gay. Follow me? So we have right here that this person wanted to mend it with Michael. We had never come apart, but Michael had put it in a sewer, whoever this is. Sometimes you just gotta put people in a sewer. Get what I'm saying? That means pushing behind. See, we got this person's budget plummeted and was coming back Michael's way to mend that thing, because this person wanted to get ahead, trying to mend it with Michael to get ahead. Want to know if Michael a wildcat in business or if Michael loose. Because we got somebody trying to flirt with Michael, or we got somebody who trying to just do business with Michael. Wanted no joking around, because whoever this person was in Doomstown. Because the person's budget plummeted, follow me? To lessen this person's pain, and to lessen Michael's pain, him and this person needed to respect one another. So we have right here that it was some fakeness out of somebody that Michael adored. Whoever this person is, Michael adored, but this person was fake. Get what I'm saying? It's like somebody act like they like you long enough to get all the information they want to get out you, or get all the money out of you, or whatever. Get what I'm saying? And then you see the real them. Anything like that. Person was keeping a person's options open, whoever this is. And love, business, or whatever this is. Okay, that's what I'm trying to end this now. So we have release. Let's see. You are still here. Enjoy your life. Release your loved one. So whoever this person is, release Michael, because I don't know if I just didn't hear about anybody dying that he knew, unless somebody he knew at that time that died. I just don't know. But whenever Michael died, I'm just going to put it with that. Somebody released him and just went on. But if it's not that somebody Michael died some kind of way, and he needed to release the person that he loved, because he was still here, God says. Somebody was calling a lot, so we're going to say somebody was calling Michael a lot as far as having good work ethics. Trying to get him to work. Somebody who was following him some kind of way. To gain is to lose what needed to go. So Michael needed to lose what needed to go, and that would be whoever this is that budget plummeted, who had fake love for him, who really was trying to use him, look like. But this person felt like Michael needed to go, and this person will gain if Michael go, because this person wanted to invest. We got gain 2 times, they back to back. Gain one here and gain right here. This person wanted to invest in Michael and able to gain, but this person, and able for this person to gain, Michael needed to go also. Follow me? Right, so it is nice to want to help at home, but in some cases it won't work. So this person wanted Michael to come where he was, or he went where Michael was, or however it was, some kind of way. I feel it's the This Is It tour right here. Rehearsal or whatever this is. Because I don't feel Michael was jumping up and down trying to make no tour happen. He wasn't trying to do that. That wasn't something that he was craving and all. I feel this person wanted to invest in Michael because something wasn't working with the person wherever the person was, so he wanted to invest. Something wasn't working with the person. Okay. We're dealing with a building, a house, a place in general, quarter G, I don't know what that card is. So we have Michael had to see what was not worth the time and worth the cause. Or this person might have felt that way about Michael after a while. So we have somebody has some flip words for Michael. And this. Okay. But it was time to heal. Okay, so we got this one. He had to be sure before driving there. Michael had to be sure before driving there to get involved in whatever this is and get invested with this here, with this person. I feel that This Is It tour. If this not the This Is It tour, this will be anything with him being in his last shade. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to end it. Somebody took their shots to wound Michael and his emotions, or they thought Michael did that to them. We got boys and girls, men and women. What they say? Okay, one more. Over to this side again. I'm trying. Oh, this is a lot. Somebody was banking on Michael for this. This is a tour, I feel. We got 211, 112. Okay, I'm trying to end it now. Okay. I hear future. I hear future. Okay, let's just see. Somebody might have been looking at the future, thinking about the future, anything. Do I see book again? No, that's right. Looking at the future, looking at things as far as the future. Looking at somebody broke Michael off like a twig on the tree. Go get it. Somebody went to get Michael. Look at this. Somebody went to get Michael. Listen to what I'm saying. Broke Michael off like a twig on a tree. Because Michael was murdered. Michael was killed. Period. Somebody's gonna go get Michael, go get it, go get him. Because the person was trouble. Somebody asked somebody back then, somebody he might have pulled back in to invest in. He wanted his mind settled to be happy again though, Michael, right? So let's just flow. Because Michael, whoever it is was trying to get Michael to laugh at the oldies, do it all together. Let's do something we used to do before, or whatever it is. Right? Here we got doom 2 times on the table. Doom and doom. We got 2 dooms. You heard me say it. Here we got doom again. Look at that. Look at this. Doomstown. Doom's the last resort for Michael. It was a countdown to recovery. For him to be able to get out of this just to be finished. I feel this tour is leading me to the tour right now. Recovery would be where just to get out of this stuff to relax. Okay, so let's just go. I'm trying to finish it now because it's kind of late. Let's see, universe. I'm trying to end it for Michael. Okay, let's see. Because Michael was saying bye-bye. Michael was trying to be done with this stuff. Going to another country, state, neighborhood, or whatever. Or the person went. The person went to get to Michael. Michael went somewhere and he was going to say bye and be done with this. Or the person actually went to another place after the person did whatever to Michael, anything like that. Because it was working at night some kind of way. No, it had to be $4,000 for working for at night. Michael had to play ball in the best ways. Play ball with his life in only the best ways, God said, make all the necessary changes in his life. Because he's a beautiful dreamer, yes he was. But he decided he didn't want to put up with somebody's crap, or somebody decided they didn't want to put up with Michael's crap. So we got work. Competition in business is cruddy. And so we're going to say right here for Michael, competition in business was cruddy at that time period. Because we got a lot of young performers and different stuff was going on. But we're going to say with this right here that with Michael doing his doing a rehearsal and all, he had to teach the dancers different stuff. And it was cruddy. And the cruddy could be where all of them didn't like the idea of Michael bossing them around, but he had to make sure things was just right. Because you can't have him looking bad. He the king of pop. You can't have him looking bad out there. Okay? I hear if you want to obligate yourself to it, you got to get it right and have it right. It's obvious somebody knows something. Because was isolated for coping mechanism. So, because it was some rallying and fussing some kind of way. So we have somebody who might have a son that's an Aquarius. Somebody might be an air sign, if not Aquarius, that he was proud of. Follow me, Michael. So somebody used their muscle to control and dominate and hold him down. So we can say the doctor with those drugs, or somebody he might have owed money to, or somebody he's in a contract with, or whatever, or just somebody in the music business. Okay, so we have, here's a workhorse, but he needed some kind of relaxation, God says, Michael. He definitely was 42 and over, Michael was, or this person he was connected to. I hear careless whispers out of nowhere. Careless whispers. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm never gonna dance again, and guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. I'm hearing that. Okay. I love him or her. It just will not be no romance. Deep. So I'm going to say, instead of romance, I'm just going to say, I'm just not going to care no more about the person. Instead of romance, unless it was some kind of love partner. If not, I'm going to keep it with, I'm not going to care no more. It's like you like people, whatever it is, or you got a disagreement or whatever's going on, but you're just not going to put a lot of care in what they do, what they ain't doing. So we have right here that he was obligated with this card. This is a promise card. So he wasn't going to let his emotions stop him from going, I guess, to this rehearsal. So that's what I'm putting it with right now. He might like orange, or somebody might like orange, or he like having fun. Well, this person loved him. So it might have been somebody, whoever it was, as far as the This Is It tour manager, or one of the people, whatever, might have had a problem with him. And he could tell that. Okay, so we have, here's a pioneer, and that's for sure, for sure. We got number 6. When he started to feel, the real him was going to come out. The real him was coming out because he was on his path. Remember, I told you that means the real you come out. You want to say what you got to say, feel what you got to feel, let it out, and hopefully people kind of take it like they should take it. Because God says he had to move away from anything that annoyed him in a situation. Follow me? So we have right here somebody saying, I miss you. Two hearts that beat to find one another. So I'm going to take this to Michael, right? To his family, right? That he misses family, right? I miss you. Two hearts that beat to find one another, right? So if I don't take this to his family, this is somebody as far as maybe in the music business that's trying to get back with him some kind of way as far as to do some kind of music. Only thing I can look at is the tour right now, right? Because it was a total community of people as far as that tour, a lot of people, right? He wasn't going to postpone an active action as far as this rehearsal for this tour. Remember, you heard me say he was obligated, right? There was some kind of sharp words insinuated by somebody to him, I guess. Or maybe from him to somebody. Because he is holding on to a pain, but he had to let go of destruction maybe with this person. Maybe it was some kind of something from before with him and this person. And he didn't forget about it. Okay, he wasn't having protection from his father, Michael. Some kind of way, so he kind of was left out there some kind of way. Seemed like. My father was abusive, so I don't know. They did say this father was abusive, so maybe this is accurate. But if we take it from there, maybe somebody he's working with in the music business, right? That's what happened on this journey. we're going to take this away for him. And I'm going to finish up these cards and I'm just going to end it. Okay, let's see. It was a job offer that was far away. And that was This Is It tour, because that's all I can think of is that what's going on for him. So we have he was groggy. He was going to plan his vision because it was a timeout, or he wanted a timeout, or it was a timeout. But he was going to be sensitive to him or her or whoever. Sensitive to somebody. He wanted to clarify something because choosing him first was the best option in his life. But it was transparent that somebody looked at Michael as a liability. Because somebody was going to choose the person's self first, right? Because somebody insisted on a period of time with Michael, right, for this offer. So it was a war zone because it was a relapse. So some kind of way, maybe the person looked at Michael as a transparent Michael a liability because maybe Michael let me see something. I don't know, was he running late? Was he tired? Or he didn't show up a couple times? I don't know what it is. Let's see something. Let me see. Somebody looked at Michael as weak back, and they wanted to change and chance it all because whoever it is wanted Michael to pick the person, right? But Michael gave this person too much power. An ex-manager, boss, or anybody like that. Not an actual love interest, because we not dealing with love. We dealing with business here because we got the job offer, and I feel that's the This Is It tour. This person was looking and feeling Michael was easy. Follow me? I would try anything to taste your charm. So we're going to take it away from romance and take it to do a show with you, to do business with you, to collaborate with you. What you need, what do you need? What do I have to do, or anything like that? I like hugging you. I like joining with you. I like being in partnership with you, or whatever. Because comfort is key for this person. Because somebody was jet setting and it was juicy. Michael and this person, or Michael and the people rehearsing, having a good time. So somebody was, we got juicy 2 times. They back to back. Look at the juicy. Look at it juicy. Back to back. Okay, so we have juicy again. Something was juicy that was going to be opened up by Michael. Something to drink, juice, or a letter, or mail, or some kind of, or album, or whatever. Something was going to be opened up that was going to be juicy. So we have something seeping through. I never say this, but you see what's on there? I never say that. But wherever Michael was living at, or this person, right? I don't have to be there, but whatever. Because Michael saw what he needed to see, that the person had backward ways of thinking, right? Whoever this is, as far as his job offer would be the This Is It tour. Follow me? He see it now, the person had backward ways of thinking, and that is racism, or just don't want to change up, come up to par. If you was a certain way 2 months ago, people want you to still be that way, even though you've grown. Get what I'm saying? If you're a 1-month-old baby and now you're 4 months, your mother wants you to go back to being 1 month. Get what I'm saying? Or somebody is racist, and they showing their racist, ugly ways, right? So we have right here, did this person even matter? This boss, or whoever this is? Michael was wondering. He's wondering if this person even really care about him any kind of way. Something happened between 9 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock p.m. So we got the creamy. He could have ate something that was creamy, period. Or he could have just been missing his children. Or just in a storyline, he talking out to his children saying he missing his children. Follow me. It could go either way. Okay? So somebody was picking on him some kind of way. Focus only on him. Follow me? Okay, so he had brown eyes, Michael, but he said he can't do something, what it was. I won't, I can't, I'm not. Any phrase like that, whatever it may be. It could be the short for rehearsal. I just don't know what it was, okay? Whatever the person's race he is talking to, don't have to be Japanese, but whatever the person's race, okay? That just stand for is a race, right? Or it could be somebody his same race, but the person think they better than him if it's his same race. But if the person another race, they still think they better than Michael, whoever this is, right? So let's just see, do I shuffle? Okay, he's trying to get a pocket full at work, this person, but also Michael. Okay, so Michael is looking at, do this person even care about him? Because some kind of way Michael said he can't, he won't, he not, or something with the situation. But he shouldn't let others put their burdens on him, because this person was putting the person's burden on Michael because somebody didn't have money. Some kind of way I feel, and they was trying to make money off of Michael. He had to accept what he could not change and acknowledge his wrongs and not expect it from others in a situation. Okay, no nonsense lessons. He's sticking around fire. I feel that this is it to her. Because it's picked on, teased, talked about, or whatever. Maybe to his face, behind his back, or however it was. Okay? But he was intellectual. So we have seemingly something became a mountain for Michael. Because it was just too much. It really was. He was doing what he was doing, but it really was too much. You don't know nobody else that's was Michael's age at the time who could do what Michael could do on that stage with that rehearsing and all that stuff. Nobody you know that age would do that. Nobody can move like Michael or did move like Michael at that age. Nobody. Name me one. There's no one that did that. Period. So we have Michael been constantly doing stuff all his life from whenever he started. And there's no start that kept on doing anything. Michael didn't take a break in nothing. Okay, so we have right here that somebody, no weapon formed against me. So somebody's coming against him some kind of way. And he was letting the person know that your threats or whatever you're saying, it's like I'm not gonna be afraid. It's like somebody threatening some kind of way maybe to him. And he letting the person know, well, no. You're not gonna threaten me. No weapon. Somebody saying something to him. So we got the affordable housing. Somebody saying they're not tolerating Michael anymore. Because remember, somebody feel he a liability. He might didn't show up for rehearsal all the time. I don't know. Or Michael said he wasn't tolerating. But I feel like it wasn't Michael saying it. Somebody was saying it to him. It was in affordable housing. So I'm going to put the affordable housing with wherever they do rehearsal at. Anything like that. Because somebody offered him a certain amount of money to butter him up. Maybe to get him moving along. Or offered the doctor money. But I feel offered Michael money because if we got money again, back-to-back money. Person was looking at what was a carriage breaker. Person didn't want to put out too much money and spend all the person's money. Or the person was looking at if Michael wasn't showing up for rehearsal, that's making the person lose money. Or as far as paying Michael or whatever, the person was not trying to give us so much. Looking at what's superficial in situations, right? What's a carriage breaker? Because we have right here that somebody wanted to get to the Milky Way. So it wasn't Michael. Michael was already at the Milky Way. So we have like a man or a woman wanted to get to the Milky Way. It wasn't Michael because Michael already was there. So we got a female or we got a male, whoever it is, right? So this card is, you're still here, you still have life. Don't doubt the person. So we had somebody who wanted to get to the Milky Way. you still have life, don't doubt the person. God said, there's a lady that was one of the ladies. I feel it was that guitar girl. The girl with the guitar, she was really good. I feel it's the girl with the guitar for some reason. God said, Michael said, you still have life, and God said, you still have life. Don't die with Michael. You keep on doing your best work because you was good. Okay, I hear somebody got the green light. Somebody got the green light, was given the green light, got the green light. I'm trying to end it. I'm trying to end it. Bam. I'm noise in the video. I heard somebody was given a green light, got the green light. Anything as far as the green light. We know the green light means go, right? One more. Okay, here we go. Okay, something was unjust, and we already know. Michael was given too much medication. We already know that. Michael felt like no more using me. Get what I'm saying? No more using me. Somebody was jealous of his talents, but he was crying out at the house. We didn't see it. We don't know what was going on. That doctor just said whatever he said. Or the crying out could be like not actual real crying, but complaining. He might have been saying he hurting, he aching. We don't know what Michael was saying at the house or at the studio. We don't know. The stalking had to end. That would be stalking, and his storyline would be keep asking him to come to work, or stalking would be had to keep rehearsing 5 and 10 times or whatever because he saw the cat, the person in charge. Follow me? Or the doctor. He saw one of them. Person in charge of that tour or the doctor? Is it my race? Okay, let's explain. I'm trying to end it. I love Michael Jackson. Down to my grandchildren love Michael Jackson. My children, my grandchildren. Michael then spanned some generations here. Deep. When you can do that, you are special. You are special. Because you hear me say nobody isn't better than anybody else. He's not better than anybody else as far as being a person. But he is better when it comes down to as far as his craft. Get what I'm saying? So there's a difference in what you heard me just say, right? Okay, let's flow. He might, he might eat a certain kind of way. Don't have to. But he could eat a certain kind of way. He might have talked to somebody as far as his eating, or somebody talked to him. Because White Cruz had to go. Somebody he popped up on them, maybe, the people at rehearsal. Somebody was vengeful, though. Somebody who was there. Follow me? Okay, so we're late right now, so, damn, what time is 12:30 something at night, so I got to... My heat is off, so it's really quiet now. Okay, let me just see. All right, let's see. Michael decided no more using me because somebody was jealous maybe that he decided he don't want the person to use him no more. He wanted out or whatever. So somebody was full of hatred that put his candle out. He got 2 candle cards. Look at the candle. Somebody was marveling at a candlelight love, and that simply is just them coming together as a team some kind of way. Because what Michael was like war games, a pendulum, him with somebody dealing with this is it tour. I feel like that's what it is we're dealing with here. If not the This Is It tour, we're dealing with some kind of director, producer, manager, anybody like that. Whoever it is, right? Okay. Somebody asked Michael, did he do it or will he do it as far as, I guess, this Is It tour, rehearsing, or anything as far as maybe him telling something or selling something or whatever it might have been. He wasn't trying to impress anybody any longer, or somebody wasn't trying to impress him. Because he was crying out at the house, at his own house, at the studio, as far as in him speaking out, him actual crying, or whatever it might have been. Because something was unjust to Michael Jackson. So we have the court, where it was going to be some kind of court activity. So somebody barged in with rage toward Michael, right? And he's still saying he won't, he can't, he not with some situation. So we got somebody who a Libra, who act like a Libra, or he just was interested in balanced, right? So it could have been right here that barging with rage could be like as far as him and the This Is It tour. The rehearsal where he was saying maybe he didn't feel like it, he can or whatever, and it's my barging with rage toward him. You need to practice or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's something else. Maybe it couldn't be a substitute because maybe nobody could do what Michael could do, so it wasn't going to be no substitute, or it couldn't be one because somebody wanted balance, or Michael wanted balance, right? So somebody wanted Michael to cover that emotion. If you're aching, if you don't feel good or whatever, so what? Just cover that emotion. Because maybe they couldn't get a substitute as far as This Is It tour. They needed Michael because he was the trainer. He was the person to teach. Okay, so youth don't last for so long. Somebody need to exercise. So for Michael, youth don't last for so long. He needed to exercise, but I don't really feel he need to exercise. I feel with Michael, it just mean that youth don't last for so long, and he might have been overdoing it with all of that movement and all, trying to rehearse. But maybe the person who hired Michael for the video, that person need to exercise, something like that. So we have Michael wanted to be treated equal and fair, or this person. So it was camouflage won't work because it was a sixth sense about it all. Michael had, or us out here, as the fans have, as far as the death of Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Or he had a sixth sense about it all, as far as this is it tour or whatever. Somebody stayed on him like a gas guzzler. Okay, so we got a marriage card. So, a marriage card. Let's see something. Okay, we're going to say that somebody was trying to... Wait a minute. This could be somebody who was in the This Is It tour. Anybody from the This Is It tour. Any of those people connected any kind of way could have got married to somebody since then, or could be asking their woman, will she take the person's hand in marriage, or gonna call their lady friend and ask her to marry, anything like that. Or we can just put this as Michael and whoever the manager is, the director, whoever of that This Is It tour might have been calling Michael some kind of way for him to engage, period. That is to come and rehearse, come and get in it. Because a person wanted to fill a person's copyright, not Michael, and seal the deal. Follow me right here. Fulfilling the copyright. So we have right here that Michael was fooling himself because he was being controlled. Because he had a sixth sense right here. So God didn't want Michael to fall for the okie doke. Don't settle for the okie doke, Michael. Somebody might have asked Michael, did he need something? You need this, you need that. Or he might need some new shoes himself, period. Right? He might decide it, right? So he pinpointed a problem with whoever this is. And he wanted equal and fair with This Is It tour, I feel. If not the This Is It tour, somebody as far as his music somewhere, right? And that was a sure thing. We got 32. Something could have happened when he was 32 or 23. Any music during that time? So we have, it was some joy markers to show that he was getting to the windfall, or somebody was trying to get to the windfall, and it was joy markers that they saw that they can get to the windfall, maybe by using Michael to get their windfall. Let's see. Flames were sparked and Michael captured the flames. So some kind of way, a misunderstanding happened with Michael and somebody as far as on that tour. I keep saying the tour, but the rehearsal time. It could have been a dancer, it could have been a producer, whoever, somebody there. Or if not, none of those people we dealing with Somebody from the past that is a producer, promoter, manager, or somebody like that. Okay, Michael wanted to stand in, or needed to stand in his kingship, because he was the king of pop. Because he had a chance at love to love himself. So he had to stand in his kingship. But he lost his cushions in minutes, his protection, his help. When he stood in his kingship, that changed things up. Where people don't want to be on your side. When you get in your kingship or queenship, people don't want to be on your side because they make you the enemy. Get my drift? He was being fearless, though. Follow me. Universe speak to me. So he talking to God. Michael was an earth angel person. Okay, let's go. Somebody tried to treat him sissified and tender. Follow me. It was complicated for whoever this person is to really show Michael love and show him good. So this person wanted forever on Michael. Alright. Because you want to stand in your kingship, I'm going to show you who king. Get what I'm saying? So we got stuff on the internet, or somebody was searching for something on the internet. So we have right here that unfortunately this person was down with Michael. And at the time Michael was a he bear, I'm going to say, because he a male. A he bear, a man in charge, a man to take charge, a go-getter, a man about business, right? Michael was wondering, was it his race after a while? Because something was not smelling good, was not looking good, because Michael was looking at what was factual. Because he saw the cat, and the cat was wherever the person lived. The cat was whoever the manager, producer, or anybody like that in the music business that was over him, some kind of way he's in connection with, who was stalking, nagging, bullying, complaining, coming after him to work or whatever it is, somebody, or as far as this music or whatever this is, but it needed to end, and it did end because Michael was murdered. Person had hidden feelings inside, or Michael did. Right? He needed to just say Michael to these people. So here's a search. So somebody was searching. They say a female, right? So Michael wasn't searching for a female. Somebody was searching for Michael. So let's put this as Michael. You see Ashley, but say Michael. Somebody searching for Michael. Follow me? Because somebody was trying to treat Michael sissified. Get what I'm saying, right? Because duty called whoever this person is to get to Michael. That person, they felt like that they wanted to take advantage of, or felt they could anyway. They wanted Michael to incorporate playful energy and plant that seed, Michael. Right? Because some kind of way once Michael decided to stand up for himself, it caused a problem. Come on and go to that training class or whatever God wanted Michael to get in and able to get him where he needed to go. He got to listen to God though. God, help me. He wanted God to help him, but he must listen to what God tell him in his mind. Come on and go to that training or class to help you get in place, Michael. Because Michael had no more time for lack. He had to start being responsible for the self. Right? But this man, whoever it is, had no more time for lack. This person wanted to be responsible for himself, and duty called for him to have Michael do what he needed Michael to do, because the man was going to lose his cushions if Michael didn't do what Michael needed to do as far as this job. And I call a job the rehearsal. All that is considered work because it's time and energy. Okay, Daddy did not show me love, so Michael father didn't show him love, or he didn't know his father deep down, or we got this person, whoever this is, didn't show him love deep down, right? And he never knew the person deep down, because whoever it is, they show some of their racist ways on this table, wherever that card is. What was on one of them? I put it down here. Person said, "Can I help you, Michael?" And the person was going to move on it to help Michael make some things happen. Right? because I don't feel Michael said could he help. So somebody wanted to stamp their name on Michael that had positive vibes. You know, to make some stuff happen. They needed to get it sealed and deal, sealed and deal. Okay? If you go that way, tell me if you're going to get in a contract with me or if you're going to be romantic with me. You can take it that way. Because this is a gay card, but I can turn it other ways. If you go that way, tell me. If you're going to get in a deal with me, is you're going to make it where we can have this tour together and do some practicing. Or we got somebody who want to be romantic and saying, if you go that way, tell me. And that would be gay. Get what I'm saying? Okay? But God's saying over here, are you willing to indulge Michael to keep this person, to have a job or anything like that, to be friends? Are you willing to indulge in what this person telling you, whatever it may be? Michael can still do his God's mission, God said, right? Can you still love me now? You know, so somebody told Michael something and wanted to know could Michael still love the person or like the person after they knew what this person and maybe is gay, or I don't know what else it could be though. Or maybe saying that the person was racist or whatever this is. It's something the person said or did, because they coming back to back. You can still do God's mission, whatever God want them to do, and that is, I felt, keep singing out to the world. All them positive songs. That would be God's mission for Michael. Sensitive in his emotions about maybe what the person said or did to him during the temporary times. He's going to plant his fortune. Or this person wanted to plant the person's fortune, but wanted to use Michael to do it. But the person felt like Michael left the person out in the cold. Might like the color coral or Michael, or live around corals. Person might feel Michael left the person out in the cold. Yeah. Person wanted revenge. Okay. You heard what the card says? When you start to feel the real you comes out, when you start to realize, you start to feel that thing, you start to acknowledge, you stop dumbing down yourself, you stop covering up things, you see things for what it is, you take off them glasses that stop you from seeing what you need to see, and you take things as it is. You look in that mirror and you see a frog over there. That's what it is, a frog. You don't call a horse if it's a frog. Deep. Okay. One more, Michael. Boy, I got a lot of calls from Michael. I love Michael. When I heard the news of Michael, I was sitting in a hospital in a waiting room. I heard a person say it, but I wasn't letting it really sink in good until I got home and I had to look it up. Because I didn't want to believe it. Because like Michael was like our family. To a lot of fans, Michael is like their family. Get what I'm saying? Because Michael was being played in my house a lot. Like the videos I made. It's like a part of your family. You get what I'm saying? Michael's like a part of the family. Like, you know how some people look at the evening news all the time and they look at those news anchors and they like part of their family. Get what I'm saying? That's how Michael is to the fans of Michael. True fans who've been Michael fans a long time. That's how it is. I'm not talking on my left ear. That's how it is for people who truly fans. That means Michael was like family or like a friend to me. And then mine. Because they felt Michael. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're going to have this right here, and that's going to be it. That's going to be a wrap. We're going to end it. Never again will you get the gift of Michael Jackson, because Michael was murdered. Michael was a gift. Get what I just said? Michael was a gift. Michael was an earth angel person, somebody God put here to help people. He was wounded throughout his life, one way or another. He was wounded all the way through. All the way through. And that's what usually you go through when you're an earth angel. All kind of things try to tear you down, make you not love and make you not love people. But you couldn't strip Michael's love away for people because he continued to love people even though people didn't show him the love that he deserved. I don't mean his fans. I mean all these people he had in his circle. Get what I'm saying? Never again will you get the gift of Michael Jackson. He had to wean himself from a social skill, and that might was being too nice and kind to all these people. Follow me? Because some kind of way he wanted somebody to validate him a guy at one point in his life. But whoever it was a cheating kind of person, might wasn't giving him his money or whatever it might have been. Right? And this person need to sop it up. Or this person just wanted to, some kind of way, be romantic with Michael, whoever it might have been. But this person still need to sop it up. Right? He was being sufficient. Being appreciative of a house that was sufficient. I'm going to call this a job, right, for Michael at whatever time in his life. Because some kind of way a Gemini or somebody was two-faced, like a Gemini was dwelling on Michael, or Michael was dwelling on this person. So we got a man, right, who take drugs, pills at the time, whenever it was. This could even stand for Michael, right? Whoever it was, right? I don't know. So we had somebody was half good. See, we got the Gemini here. We coming back, another Gemini card. Half good, half bad. This wasn't Michael though. Somebody. He had to pay attention to his dreams and his visions. God said. Okay, stuff was piling up. Bills. A lot of money was being spent. So we had right here on a Tuesday or whatever day he's gonna go get the person, or the person was gonna come after him. Because somebody guilty is charged and it was going to be on letterhead. Follow me? So he was stunning. So he was, Michael. So we had been, he was branched off and zoned out. Zoned out. Because he got an epiphany. He was joking. He knew he must go to please his soul. So I feel like if it's something from back then, as far as back then, in his second phase, his second shade, you hear me say, during that time period, he had to get away from somebody, right? He was getting along with any and everybody, though. Oh no, this is not the right card, but he did get along with people, though. So he's gathering up everything to get started, to be sincere, because somebody is a money machine, right? Wanting him to take off every layer back then in his life, or at the time period that he died, or back then in his life, whenever. Take off every layer mean take off your clothing, people. Or we can take it the God way, where God wanted him to straighten somebody out who was trying to come the wrong way at him. Get what I just said? Okay, somebody was blaming him, but somebody was blaming something on being adopted. So we got somebody who was a monster to Michael, whoever it was, but they was blaming things on they was adopted. That's why I'm a monster. My parents didn't show me deep down love. I was adopted, period. Or the music business made me like this, or whatever the reason the person trying to say they're a monster for. Somebody who wanted him to take off every layer. Whoever it is, right? So we have right here pills. So somebody who took pills some kind of way, or who used to drink, that say they don't do it anymore, right? So let's just say I'm trying to end it. Okay, let's just see. End it. Oh, I need an end card. Let me look and see if I can see an end card, because I gotta make it end, because I'm trying to go upstairs. It's really getting late. Michael is a hard worker. He worked hard. Or This person wanted him to work harder and make no excuses for his work. But he wanted the person to cherish him, cherish me. He wanted the person to say the person was sorry, the person to give in some kind of way, because he might felt a certain kind of way. Okay, so we got a disease card. So we got the disease card of any kind. This is an HIV card. Somebody could have HIV that Michael was connected with any kind of way. If not, that just a disease in general, or I can take it to racism. But it's really an HIV card, but I can take it to racism because that is a disease. So somebody could have been racist deep down, but they not showing it. Get what I'm saying? People can be racist and not showing it because they just need to use you. Get what I'm saying? Okay, let's just go. You are on your path. How did I get there? I thought I already had a card that said he was on his path. Didn't I say that already? Didn't I say that? I thought I said this already for Michael. Do I have two that say the same thing? No, I must have mixed the cards up by mistake. Because I thought I said this card. I really thought I said it. Okay, I'm going to say it again then. Go forward and get on your path. I mean, you're on your path. I'm sorry. You're on your path. Go forward. I thought I said it already though. Okay then. Maybe I said it and put the card back down. Let's just go. I'm trying to end it now. Nothing here. Okay, let's see, Michael. Let's see if I can see a card that could be in the end. I'm trying to end it. Let me just look and see if I can make it end on my own. Because I didn't know it was going to go this long. But Michael worth it. I love Michael Jackson. He worth it. I definitely put his story out. D. Let's see. I need an end card for Michael. Let's just see here. Okay. Let me see something, Michael. Okay. Bear with me. I'm just trying to see if I can get an end card because I'm trying to end it. Make it end on my own. Let's see something. Okay, let's see. Let me see this one. Okay, I'm gonna make something the last card because I'm trying to end it because it's really late. Let's see. I'm gonna make his end card that. I think I'm a rod. Something's non-negotiable though. I'm gonna make these his last cards. Let me just say. Let's put them at the end right there. Now, let me just try to finish this. When I said you're on your path, he was on his path. So we have we got PA, New York, PA. Okay, taper it. So we have it's never too much sugar when it comes in the form of romance. So somebody, if we had somebody from back then or whenever it was, or when he died during that time, or back way before that when he was in the shade, the second shade I was telling you about, somebody was flirting, or in his last shade. Follow me? Never too much sugar when it comes to home or romance. Somebody trying to flirt romantically. I forgot what lonely meant, where Michael went on about his business. He didn't want no part to whatever this is because will he say yes or no to marriage? So he did get married, right? He was going to be playful for an hour, and some kind of way he forgot what lonely meant because he got married, remember? Never too much sugar when it comes in the form of romance. So he got married. When he got married, right? And then, you know, he felt a little better or whatever about getting married, I guess, right? But that lasted for so long, right? Let's see. See something? Manifest the desires. Okay, so he did get married in his life for a certain amount of time because will he say yes or no to marriage? And he did get married some kind of way. He was playful for an hour, whatever amount of time when he got married, right? There was never too much sugar when it came in the form of romance. He forgot what lonely meant when that happened in his life, right? So let's leave that alone. So let's just go back to this over here. And I think this would be during the time of This Is It, or still got some of his second shade in it. Okay, so let's flow. Okay, I'll be waiting, driving my direction. So if it goes with his merge, you know, he is going to be waiting, or his wife to be was going to be waiting or anything like that, right? He is going to gain clarity in any situation. He was going to absorb to see if she was genuine, or she was going to see if he was genuine. Okay, so let's just see. There was dormant behavior he is holding on to for keepsake. Look at the cards. So he is going to say out to people, or she was, that he is getting married, right? Because remember, it's the marriage card. Will he say yes to marriage? So this is a gay card too, so I'm going to go another way with it for a minute. But right here, I'm going to keep it as right here. This is the marriage part of Michael. Follow me? Okay, so we have, it was a checkmate he is going to have with his wife. I don't know if she had children yet already or what, I just don't know. But she became a mother, right? Or he just wanted to checkmate with his own mother, right? Okay, so let's just flow a little bit. So he had to look at his life. And if he didn't see any progress from the year before, God said he had to ask himself why. Do not refuse any help God gave him to help him in his life. Okay? So he is being free to make his own choices in his life. Why do he allow other people to dictate his religion or have rules over him in the music industry or whatever? Because somebody wanted to stamp their name on Michael and have money in the bank. Okay, so let's put this over here. So this would be him getting married. Let's leave that separate. He got married to Conway. So let's just put this back with the music business, right? This over here. This is what you hear me saying. He is going to keep his cool because somebody had unstoppable energy. He had a sixth sense about the TP, the rehearsal place, the studio, or someplace in general. Somebody might have hair different than his. Don't have to be an Indian, but somebody who had different hair than him, maybe. Okay, somebody wanted him to chew on something, think about something, because the person heard it before, or Michael heard it before out of this person. So Michael was going to manifest his desires like God says, right? Because somebody said, can we be friends? But this card means you can't be friends. The person is not to be trusted. Somebody wanted Michael to yield for a second, or he wanted that out of somebody because he was diminished by somebody who was considered a creep, God saying, right? Do not force your ways on me, right? Whoever this person is to Michael. Can I come out without you leaving me, Michael? Come out and say I'm a racist, or I'm gay, or I cheated you out your money, or whatever the person was going to say. Because it was intense energy among a popular crowd. So we could say the people who he is rehearsing with were just the music business people. Follow me? So this person wanted to talk romance or talk business to Michael, but Michael had to be the best king that he could be because he was the king of pop, right? Somebody chuckled about something. So to love is to feel another's heart. And let's make love to your favorite song. So we got somebody who was gay some kind of way. Let's take this. Whoever it might have been in his music career, whichever direction, whichever time of his life was gay and was trying to flirt with him. Whoever it is. Okay? So we got over here with his wife over here with this situation. She might wanted to know if he really cared about her, or he might want to know if she really cared, because she might was wondering, was she just a placement? She might have wondered if he was gay. Let's put it over there, and let's put it back over here with the music business. Somebody wanted him to be a placement some kind of way, maybe. He wanted to know if the person really cared. Because he is simply the best, God says. Could be dealing with somebody Italian. Don't have to be. He wanted structure and he was stung. In his marriage situation or over here with somebody who was flirting, whenever they was flirting in his musical career, somebody was flirting. So we have right here that he is dealing with a racist political area. Racist political area over here. So somebody was working hard and trying to figure out how to fix something. Michael and his marriage, or Michael with a relationship with his mother at one time, if that wasn't it, or somebody over here who came out to Michael and let Michael know the person was gay, or wanted to flirt with Michael, whoever this is. Somebody moved fast on it as far as taking shortcuts to see if they can have their way with Michael, or where his mind was at, or just go all the way with Michael, or whether it's going on with whoever this person is in the music business. Let's see. Okay, he had to book an appointment. Was he really worth it? So Michael.My had to book some kind of appointment. Was this person really worth it? Or this person needed to book an appointment as far as counseling or something like that? Or in marriage, Michael.My had to book an appointment, or his wife had to book an appointment. Or if we take it away from either one of them, we're going to take it back to the This Is It tour, or any of that kind of stuff. He had to book an appointment. Was this really worth it? So he might have to book an appointment because he might needed some kind of medical treatment. And was this really worth it? Dealing with the person who was controlling the tour. Because we have right here, it was heartbreaking because Michael got put out. This a killing card. Okay, I can take it another way too. I can take it over here, him and his wife. It was a divorce. Over here, with somebody flirting with him, he dismantled the friendship or whatever. So we have that. It was an addiction, play a part in soul breaking. So if Michael some kind of way he has taken any kind of medication or anything like that, or he was addicted to anything as far as pain or whatever, he had to find out why he stuck with it so long. Okay. So we have bills, the account, money, different stuff was running out as far as this is it tour. So we had number 12, number 21. Something could have happened when he was 21. Something could have happened when he was 14. When he was 43, 41, 42, 31, 34, 32, 31. In any of these situations. So I'm gonna end it because I'm trying to end it. Okay, something was non-negotiable for Michael with the This Is It tour, where it made him tense up. Non-negotiable as far as saving his marriage, or non-negotiable as far as somebody flirting with him, whoever it was, whatever time in his music career coming on to him. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who's gay. Follow me? So we have The next card is God wanted him to refuse to stay in a puddle. It would keep him wet. The universe was driven to guide him to the path, but will he go? As far as this is it tour, God told him to refuse to stay in a puddle because it'd keep him wet, because really that was like a puddle, because that was draining him. You know, a big body of water will drown us, but he was in a puddle and it was keeping him wet, like keeping him a certain kind of way, when really deep down, deep down, he didn't want to do it. Deep down, if you go deep down in him, he didn't want to do it. It's too much work, right? God said universe is driven to guide him to his path, but will he go? He had to step from out of that. So his path he wound up having was he died and he went back to God. That's the only way he got to his path, because he couldn't seem to get to his path in real, well, he got to his path in real life, but to be able to get out of the contract that he was in, he couldn't seem to get out of that because he got himself in some kind of contract. Because he was doing good before he got in that contract, because God brought out the card, he was on his path. But then when he got in this contract with this is it pushed him backwards. It pushed him backwards. It refused to stay in a puddle. It pushed him backwards. So he wound up getting to his path another way, and that was he died and he went to God. So we have, and over here with his marriage, it was like a puddle. It was going to keep him wet, emotional or whatever, right? So he had to get out of that, or his wife got out of it, however it went. Over here, he had to get away from whoever this was who was flirting, because that wasn't going to work. Follow me? So we have the next card is that in the back of his mind, he's thinking about God and the situation with his wife and the situation with whoever this person is who was flirting throughout his music career or whenever it happened. Or over here with this tour, he's thinking about God. So we have right here that he had to be that butterfly and get to his focus point over here, because he went to God over here. He went to God over here because he died. He had to get to his focus point and be that butterfly again, because it wasn't working with his marriage. And over here, he might be just trying to be the butterfly and get to his focus point. And then we got somebody who's trying to flirt, and able for him to get to his focus point. They wanted to flirt and engage some kind of way to make it to for him to be able to do it or anything like that. So this is a 3 shades of Michael. All of these you heard me say. I tried to stop in the middle of different ones so you can know the difference. All of this right here, well, maybe not all. The one way is like a person flirting. That could have been in this. That could have been in the second shade where the person coming on to him romantically, or it could have been after in this third shade. I don't know exactly when the person was flirting. Then it could have been flirting the whole time he was a singer. I just don't know. Okay. So, okay, let's just see. Let me take 10 cards. Let's keep them open in case. So this card is Michael was chewing on luxurious at one point in his life, but somebody has hooked on to us, whoever the managers or whoever. But God didn't want him to jeopardize things because something was in plain sight for Michael to see whenever part of his life it was, because somebody abused their power with Michael whenever it was. Because somebody liked the grandstand and it wasn't kosher, God says, right? So, or Michael didn't think it was. So he needed to get away from an idiot, whoever the idiot was in his life, and take back all his power, God says, because he was trying to, the person was telling him, come on, Michael, let's get to the melting pot. Let's make it work. Let's get in the deal. Let's make this money, or what the person was saying. So Michael was confused about, it say his lover. So we're going to say, not his lover, but we're going to say his whoever this person was, who his manager or somebody like that, who was trying to get him to get to the melting pot. Somebody he loved or cared about. So we have right here that somebody been gay since their childhood. So either the person was or Michael was. I just don't know which one. Right? So we have right to calm Michael's pain. Strike that. He's walking a thin line while calming his pain. So we have right here, he had to have a stable mind. How much would it take for him to change this person, whoever this is, who flirting, or for Michael to change, I guess, but really I feel this person, whoever it is. So things was covered up as far as seeing what he needed to see at a time period. So he needed to see what he needed to see. He was in his emotions about whatever this is. So somebody facilitated something with him, but he shouldn't have got in it. He shouldn't have did it, went with it or whatever. Because remember the first card is somebody said, Michael was focused on, I guess, making it new song or whatever it might have been, or just starting on his own or whatever. And here's somebody, come on. Person wasn't valuing him. It was wake up time for Michael to see that he wasn't being valued. Yeah. So it's over 10. Let me take 6 more just to make it equal down the bottom, and that's it. Okay, next card is what? Cry sometimes. Michael had to cry sometimes. It's good for his heart, because something could happen on whatever day of the week. So let's see what this one, it was detention time away from this person for Michael. If he met somebody straight, he wasn't obligated to take the person back gay. Or somebody was trying to make him gay, anything like that. So we have right here that he is wallowing in his pain. But he sent me the best card, says Michael. So we have right here that somebody had joy bells while parking at him or somebody. I guess to make some music or whatever from the beginning when he first started or something like that. But the person looked like the person was straight, or seemed like they were straight, but then they wound up being gay maybe. And the person was gay since their childhood. He is confused about the person. Wait a minute. Okay. So we're going to leave it at that for Michael. The 3 shades of Michael. This is the rest of one here until I'm not here on YouTube. That's a lot I put down for Michael. I really like Michael. Look, I put a lot down for Michael. I put a lot of time right here with Michael. I'm going to go upstairs now because it's late. It's early. It might be 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm being a little, trying not to be so noisy. Look at all these cards, Michael. You deserve it. You gave us all that good music. I'll put 100 cards out for you. This is 100 cards at least or more, because both cards each card represent 2 cards. You get what I'm saying? So I will do it for Michael because I really like Michael and love his music. At one point, Michael was a wanderer, especially at the beginning. And I feel at the end. At the beginning, as far as him stepping out on his own, he was a wanderer. He was like that guppy jumping into the river or jumping into the ocean. Get what I'm saying? And here's a wanderer, right? And you got people who want to swallow you, chew you up, devour you. Get what I'm saying? And at the end, just like at the beginning, right? Nobody had sensitivity because they want to devour, chew him up, eat him up, consume him. At the end, it was the same thing. Didn't have sensitivity. Wanted to what? What you heard me just say, because he's a wanderer. And at the end, he's a wanderer because he was in pain and things like that. And he kind of needed help, but he didn't really have anybody to help him. He just had people who wanted to what? Take from him. Get my drift. Because he wanted out of this, but he couldn't get out. I feel it was forced. The tool, I feel like he really deep down didn't want to do this. He didn't have the drive and the determination like he would with all his other stuff back then he did. But I feel this was something forced. He really didn't want to do this deep down. He did his best on the stage as far as practice and all that, but he really didn't want to do this. He was scared at one point, some kind of way, as far as the situation. But he is in the spirit with this card. We see that in the spirit. Your loved one is in the spirit. Family, that would be Michael Jackson. Do not hold yourself hostage to the death of Michael. Now Tito is with his brother. Both of them is in the spirit. Stop the love you say may be your own. Stop the love you say may be your own. Look both ways before you cross me. Somebody might have thought like Michael needed to look both ways before he crossed the person. The person might felt like Michael crossed the person. Because if somebody is a doctor, you're supposed to know exactly how much medicine to get to your patient. You're supposed to know that. You don't sit and say your patient told you to do something. It don't work like that with a doctor. The doctor don't take orders from you. They tell you whatever it is, and you say, okay, well, whatever, and you let them do whatever they do. You can't tell a teacher how to be a teacher if you're not a teacher. You don't know none of the skills, whatever it is that she learned to be a teacher or a doctor. So no. I mean, when has it been like that where patients tell the doctor, well, give me this and give me that? The doctor not going to follow behind you with that. They know what they're doing. They're not going to lose their license letting you tell them what to do. They tell you go get another doctor first. But this doctor was penny pinching, didn't have any money, seemed like, and just went on and just did things however he did things. I don't know what kind of doctor really he was. I truly don't, because that don't even sound like the right kind of doctor. You sit there and I think my other storyline that I did, it showed that he was like on the phone with somebody, I think. I think he was on the telephone or whatever was going on with him. He was on the telephone talking. So he wasn't even watching the monitor or whatever he's supposed to watch. He just wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. But first of all, he gave him too much medication. But he knew he gave him too much. Because I feel like he gave him what he gave him because whenever he woke up, he gave him more. Because in hospitals sometimes they give you more. Because when my daughter was in the hospital one time, and my daughter woke up, the nurse asked the doctor, could she give my daughter some more medication because she didn't want to hear my daughter moan. She couldn't do it on her own. The doctor had to give permission. And when the nurse gave her the medication, it made her go back to sleep. Get what I'm saying? Person don't want to hear you moaning, from your pain or whatever, and they rather just have you sleeping. In his situation, he might have did that, but it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. You're dealing with a real important man, the king of pop. You know, any your average Joe Blow should have been his doctor, period. Because he was considered what you call precious cargo. All of us are special, but like I say, he was the king of pop. And he was a celebrity that a lot of people, he touched a lot of people's hearts and all. He not just going to have somebody off the street, some low-life doctor that don't know what they doing, just being over top of him, giving him medication. So I don't know where that doctor came from. But then, like I said, that was intentional. And however you slice it, it was. Okay, so but somebody used their imagination to make Michael disappear. You heard me say that call. Well, let me see if I can do it this way. I can make him disappear through giving him more medicine than what he needs. That's all you need is some more silly Sally or dumb Jeffrey. Get what I'm saying? That don't know what's going on. That you're being used. You're being used. If you don't know it or not, you're getting used. Because somebody, the big boys, look at them. The big boys hell bent on destruction to take Michael out of here. Because of Michael, they figure they're going to beat Michael at his own game. You're talking too much. Or you're not doing what I want you to do here. Michael, in his mind, I want to go home. I want to go home again. I feel this Michael's mind at the time trying to bust out. But then when too many drugs was given to him, he couldn't even do that. Like I told you, it's like when you had a dream. I had one like last week or whenever it was, some days ago, whenever, where it was like I was trying to bust out of my dream. That means wake up and open my eyes if you don't know what I'm talking about. And I did wake up, and that's how I bust out. Feel like you're in a bubble and you're trying to get out of it. You talking and you can't even hear yourself talk. That's how it is in dreams that I have like that. I can't even hear myself talking. I'm talking, my mouth moves, but I can't hear it. And majority of the times I'm trying to get out or get away from whoever it is or whatever it is. So with Michael, with this card, I feel this is his mind at the time. During the time of the drug use, before it got too out of hand, I feel he was trying to bust out and get out of that unconscious state, but he couldn't. He couldn't get himself out. He was trying. That shows the doctor wasn't paying attention good, but the doctor didn't mean to pay attention good, right? Or this could be back then with the second shades of Michael during that time period where he was at. And he wanted to go home again because he saw he was somewhere with the big boys that tried to take advantage of him romantically because they rose to the occasion, right? To do just that, right? But somebody felt they was going to beat Michael at his own game because they felt Michael was going to beat them at their own game. Because they wanted to show Michael, you just an antelope to us. Don't think you so big. But he was big, right? Because you was going to make yourself feel better and feel good. Deep. Tell her now, mother, daughter, whoever. Michael. Deep. Okay, this is about Michael Jackson. This is the last celebrity storyline for this channel for 2023. Happy New Year to anybody who see this video. This is the brass of one healer to row 9. Michael Jackson was a treasure, valued by a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of people who love Michael like he was family, like he was a friend. But Michael was used, abused, tormented. All kind of stuff happened with Michael throughout his music career. You just don't know about it. But God knew every step. But how people tried to treat him throughout, they didn't stop him from loving people. And that was the mission that the devil had, to make it where he don't love others. But he continued to love others. He didn't love himself, but he had to learn slowly at the end to love himself, because he wasn't loving himself with that second shade. He wasn't loving himself and some of the next one. But then he started changing up and see that I gotta love me, because they don't really care about us. And able for him to sing that song, he had to learn to love himself. Because if he don't love himself, he can't talk about somebody caring about somebody else. He gotta love the self. Get what I'm saying? So he had to start to change up to love Michael. He had to love Michael. It's nobody else's job to love Michael Jackson but Michael Jackson. So he had to learn to love himself. He came a long way. He went through a whole lot. But they didn't take the love away from him. He still had that good heart inside. And that's the devil's mission, to destroy, kill you, and torture you. And he went through all kind of torture and different stuff we do not know about, because we wasn't in his life to know, and he just didn't tell. But he still had that love inside. And as far as him, as far as children, with my last storyline I did, it showed that he didn't do anything to anybody's kids. He might have had children in his house or whatever it is, but it didn't show anything as far as he did anything to anybody's kids. I didn't see that at all in my storyline. It might seem to people that it's odd that he had children at his house or whatever, but that don't necessarily mean he did anything to anybody's kids. Because I didn't see that at all. I feel that Michael missed out on his childhood, I feel. And he still had that wound right there. And he still had that inside him. It was a wound. And then able to heal the wound, him being around some children and playing with them or whatever, that helped him get back what he felt that he lost. He needed that because he was wounded. That was called a wound. Not that he wanted to romantically do anything to any kids or anything like that. He lost his childhood. They brought joy to him because it took him to the different years of his life that was stolen from him by him being put in show business. Get my drift? And that lady who was a maid or whatever she is, that lady should be ashamed of herself. She wait until Michael died and then she get to saying all kind of lies and things about him. He not here to defend himself. Miss, you shouldn't have did that. You was there sucking up all of his money he was giving you. But then after he died, you want to say all kind of negative things about him. You should be ashamed of yourself. So he hired somebody that really didn't even like him. So you was a maid or cook or whoever you was, housekeeper or whoever you was, you know who you was. He hired somebody that didn't even like him. So that's the thing about it. Stars got to realize you need to put people in your space that like you and care about you, not people who envy you and dislike you. Because she was one of them. Because she waited until he died to say all kind of negative stuff about him. She is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Probably smiling to him and all the time. She didn't like him. They the kind of people you don't need around you. A Judas. Okay, this is the rest of One Healer to Row 9 here on YouTube. This is a story known as far as Michael Jackson. The 3 shades of Michael Jackson. Okay? First, second, and third. Thank you, Lord, for the life of Michael. Because you touched a lot of people. And his songs is left behind for people to listen to and learn from. Because he definitely put some healing work out there in his songs. Heal the world, make it a better place. He said different things to make people think, make people repeat, make people take action. He was on his mission with those songs. So he was on his path. But he stepped backwards with that This Is It. That was a step backwards. And he needed to stay going forward. Okay? This the Breslow one.